It's 4:11 on a Friday. It's the day after Buddy Moore passed. R.I.P. Buddy Moore. Oh shit. R.I.P. Buddy. R.I.P. 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 to Buddy. R.I.P. Buddy. So there might be a StreamYard issue. It might not even go live. It went. Life is worth the living. Life is worth the living. So live another day. Life is worth the living. Okay, let's see. There might actually be a fucking StreamYard issue. I might want to get a Sprite. I might want a Sprite. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a Sprite. I want a Sprite. And it's only right that I get my Sprite from the fridge. Let me drop a link. I'll be right back. I definitely think there's a StreamYard issue. Okay, I'm gonna grab my Sprite. Okay, I'm back with my Sprite. Hey, what up? Why don't you spill some tea for me? Spill some tea right now. Get on your fucking knees and spill some tea. I'm in the mood for tea. Okay. I have so much to do. How are you? I have so much to do. How are you? Oh, I just ran. Making my bed. I should share out my stream on my channel. Or so anyways, R.I.P. to Buddy Moore. Excuse me. Alrighty. Let me. Hey. Alrighty. Let's crack open this Coke or this can of Sprite. Did you guys get to hear that? So yesterday was pretty great. Also, it was good and bad, I'll admit. Like, for example, I actually need to check. Actually, I should check and make sure my sound's okay. Hold on. Yeah, there. My sound's okay. Actually got really upset yesterday, and I don't get upset in stores. Like, ooh, I'm too. Hey, good morning. How are you? Feel free to join me on my panel if you're up for it, but no pressure. Um, so sorry, I'm blowing my nose. Okay. So, um, who is Booflex 420 calling you Joe? Morning Joe, get it? Cup of morning Joe. Um, so yesterday I me post a link. Excuse me. So yesterday um I woke up and oh, there you are. Hey,
Yay.
how are you?
Hello. I'm good.
Good. Good morning.
I've been binge watching Yellowstone because I've watched the other two, the
Uh-huh.
1888 and the 1923 or whatever. And I was
Uh-huh.
totally against Yellowstone because I don't really like modern stuff, but it's pretty good.
I haven't seen any of that.
You haven't seen the 1888 and the 19. I'm probably getting the numbers, the years. And I know it's 1888. That's the first one. And then 1923 is the second one, and it all is the prequel to Yellowstone. It's really good.
Yeah, I'll have to, I mean, so every time I plan on watching something, it's like YouTube sucks all my time out.
Yeah.
And I hate it. I used to watch so much TV, I don't anymore.
Last time I was
Because
on
of
your panel, I didn't get a chance to ask you if you had heard that Kenya Moore got fired from Atlanta.
no, why?
Revenge porn in somebody.
Oh my gosh, was it a castmate?
Yeah. Some chick named,
Ooh.
it wasn't Brit, it was the other one. Um, she said she offended her really bad. Kenya. She offended Kenya really bad. So Kenya did an opening to her salon and had everybody there and pulled out some porn pictures of this chick. And she got
Oh my
fired for
god.
it. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome that Bravo takes revenge porn that seriously.
They
Because
are taking lots of stuff seriously since a lot of stuff has happened that's been so especially on
controversial.
Atlanta. Because you
Yeah.
remember, like, even back several years ago, Phaedra convincing Portia that um what's her Candy and Todd had drugged her
Oh
and
yeah.
raped her.
Yes, I
Yeah,
do remember
Phaedra
that.
talked her into that, and now they put Phaedra back on all these years later. Do
Is
what?
she on the is she on the Housewives or is she on Married to Medicine or
She didn't want which I think it's all kind of produced, but she was on Married to Medicine this season, and then she said, "Oh, I don't want nothing to do with these girls," and went back to Atlanta.
Oh.
Yeah, so now she's on Atlanta again.
Oh my gosh. And well, I is she like has she been on there for a while for you to like judge the type of person she is yet or no?
No,
Okay. Is
no,
she trying to act changed?
no. She. Oh my gosh! I started watching all of them from the beginning, and she looked like just a young girl, when
Oh
they
yeah.
first started. And now she's like, you can't see it because she's like cousin it with all the fucking eyelashes and wigs.
Yeah, sorry you're not allowed in my chat. Um
Uncle, is that who you're talking to?
Yeah, so that guy, if he would have like acted normal, like, okay, I get it, you were upset with Hamilton, but like you've gone way too far. Like you're obsessed with us. Like you need to chill. Anyways, so with Phaedra, I do remember her like with her like eyeshadow. Like she used to wear like really heavy, like blue and white eyeshadow, I feel like
Yeah.
back when she was younger. And she looked so young. She had such a skinny little face.
Yep.
And
Normal hair. She had her normal
yep.
hair. And
Sorry,
none
I
of
just
them do now. It's weird. They're weird with all that. I mean, could you imagine, like, legit in person? I have never seen anybody made up that way.
I know. I
Like, I
haven't
would
either.
think they were a drag queen if I saw them on the street.
And rightfully so, because you would think they have something to hide with all that makeup.
Yep. All those lashes and all those hair extensions, and it's just not hair extensions. They go freaking, their fucking hair is wider than their shoulders.
I know. It's like
Weird.
it is pretty crazy because it's like, what are you trying to accomplish? Do you really look like that when you roll out of bed and go to the grocery store? I mean, that's insane.
Yeah. And I watched they had the Beverly Hills reunion of fucking Dorit, man. She's just too much for
Oh
me.
my gosh, what do you think
She
about her?
uh, I wish that what's her name? Sutton would beat her
Hmm.
up.
Yeah,
Just cause she is a bitch.
she
And
really is.
well, she was funny though, because she was getting out of her car to go in to do the reunion, and Andy's trying to talk to her, and she's like, he says, "How's your day going?" "Well, I really need to get into glam right now." And he says, "I understand." And of course, she doesn't want to show herself without all that shit on her face.
Oh God, I want to see her without all that shit on her face.
Ugh.
That's so
She
funny.
looks like everybody else.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know. I mean, I think that I don't know. Her personality just makes her so ugly that I can't.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy to me the way that her and PK started off the show like this couple that was so invincible and like they clearly were not invincible just a couple seasons of a show and they're
Right.
done, you
They
know?
all divorced. They all get divorced. Like Lisa
Oh yeah.
Vanderpump and what's his name aren't divorced, but they're so old now. They probably wouldn't divorce each other anyway. Oh,
That's
and they
probably
have so much
why.
money, they don't even
Exactly.
have to
Yeah.
see each other the rest of their life. So why divorce?
Right. And plus, that woman, she's not like some strong woman. She left the show too because she couldn't take the heat, you know?
Right, because Kyle, yep.
Exactly.
Hamilton posted my kid's address, but I went too far.
Yeah, you did go too far. And no, he didn't. Shut the fuck up. You're an idiot. My kid's address. he posted your address maybe after you and him went back and forth. But when you do the whole spin of my kid's address, apparently your kids are in the line of fire when you're acting bad online. Your kids don't even live with you. You have to like travel to go see them, but you're pretending like your kids got doxxed. Okay, well, whatever you and Hamilton had going back and forth, you took it too far. You're welcome.
When would this happen?
Um, During one of Hamilton's giveaways, what happened was this freak of nature like would email him and say, well, first of all, before him and Hamilton fell out, he would email Hamilton, and Hamilton posted this on his community tab, like receipts. He would email him things like, hey, Hamilton, I loved your stream the other night. I fell asleep with it playing. Like, I listen to you as I fall asleep, like, pretty much telling him, like, he listens to him all day long, even as he's falling asleep. Your streams are so great. Well, apparently, him and Hamilton had a falling out. And then, like, he went and, like, gave Hamilton fake names for his giveaway with fake addresses, which actually ended up, like, winning. And so Hamilton, like, spent his own money to like send things to like fake addresses and shit. And this was all by this dude. So,
Huh.
yeah. And I don't know if Hamilton posted his address, whatever he did, it was whatever you gave to Hamilton. So that's on you, bro. Like, you can't troll and talk shit about us and troll and then not expect somebody with a temper like Hamilton to react to you. Like, he doesn't have rules. He's not going to follow your rules of what's fair to do on YouTube and what's not. He plays by his own rules. So if you don't like playing by his rules, don't play with him. You know? It's
And
plain and
don't
simple.
enter giveaways if you don't want to risk it. Just saying.
Exactly.
Because I
Exactly.
don't know of anybody that's had a giveaway yet that it hasn't gone that route. So
Right.
it's not, I would say, oh, Hamilton, that's fucked. But everybody has done it. So it's a
Yeah.
thing. If you don't want, it's all great when you're receiving something, but it's not so great when you're getting something you don't want.
Right. Exactly.
So, I mean, enter at your own risk. That's what I would always say to somebody if I was having a giveaway. Enter at your own risk. I might get mad at you and talk shit to you and something, which I don't think I would, but that's just me. That's not everybody else that I've seen. So
Yeah, like for example,
it's not
myself.
uncommon.
I would enter a giveaway. I would never give the person my address. I would be like, hey, if I win, give it to, Hamilton, because his address is out there already. But
Yeah.
like if I won a giveaway, I wouldn't be dumb enough to give someone my address. Not saying if you give Hamilton your address, you're dumb. But I'm saying if you give Hamilton your address and then you proceed to troll the fuck out of him,
Not,
he
yeah,
works
not just
under his own
Hamilton.
rules.
Right.
Yeah.
Not just
He works
Hamilton. Enter name there. If you troll somebody that has information on you, that's the only weapon that I'm going to say this is the only, information is the only weapon we have on the internet, which is a huge weapon, but it's
right.
the only one we got. So it's
Yeah.
shitty, but it happens. And if you don't want to take the risk, first of all, if you get mad, just walk away. Don't continue to hound the person who's got shit on you that you don't want put out.
Exactly. Like, how dumb do you have to be? Like, I honestly, I will say, like, there obviously Jizz Stain has me and her have info on each other, but like, she would have to be an idiot to like look dumb enough to make herself look mad enough to go out and try to harm me, you know? So, I mean, and if she does, hey, she's going to make herself look like an idiot. But when you go and you poke the bear, you can't really be mad at what happens. And I understand that, that logic.
Yeah.
No, I did not hear about Channel 2. He said he might stay offline because his kids are homeless too. What? That's sad. Wow, I feel bad for him.
Wow, that is sad. What were you saying about you don't get mad at going to the store?
Oh, so usually when I go to the store, I do not ever get like confrontational. I wait if something bothers me in the store, I'll wait and like figure it out online later, like whether I'll chat with them online or email them or whatever, because I already have like anxiety even going into the store. And so for me to be confrontational in the store, it's going to take like a lot of guts, like a ton of gummies. So I went into Lululemon like 2 weeks ago to return because I bought two backpacks and I wasn't sure which one I wanted to keep. So I went into Lululemon and I returned one of them. And the lady was like, "How did you pay for it?" And I was like, "I paid with my Apple Pay." And she's like, "Okay, so you go ahead and put your phone and we'll refund it through your Apple Pay." So I'm like, "Okay, cool." So this was 2 weeks ago. So this same receipt I bring in today to return my hoodie because I already bought it in a smaller size. So like I went there to return my bigger size one. The lady literally goes like this to me. "Okay, well, since you bought it online, the only option to return is a gift card." As she's literally printing my gift card, handing me my gift card, and goes, "Next." Doesn't even give me the option to be like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, why are you giving me a gift card? I was just here 2 weeks ago doing this same thing on this same receipt for the other backpack. Why do I have to have a gift card?" And it's a 30-day return policy. So it's definitely not been 30 days. This was just 2 weeks ago. Like, she didn't even give me an option. She literally handed me the gift card and goes, "Next." Like, next person in line. I
Uh.
could not believe it. Yeah. So I was like, wow. Like, I couldn't believe it. I'm walking to my car. I couldn't believe it. I'm walking to my car. I get in my car. I can't believe it. So, so like, I get in my car and I go on lululemon.com. I find their email address and I write them the whole scenario of what the fuck just happened. And so I'm waiting to hear back because they gave me like a gift card and I already bought the thing. So it fucking sucks, you know?
Right.
Okay, what did
And see,
Buzzville
if you did
say?
that kind of stuff, you would be called a Karen. If you had said anything, and this is what I was talking to somebody about. I'm like, so basically, anybody that gets aggravated in public and wants a solution right away is a Karen. That's weird.
That's not fair. See, I
It's
should
not
have been
fair.
able to be like, I should have been able to be like, "Wait, ma'am, excuse me, that's
Right.
not acceptable," you know? But
And it's
instead, she
okay
like
to
gave,
say, let me talk to your manager because
right,
you are not the boss. And then when the
exactly.
manager doesn't make me happy, I always say, well, let me talk to who's above you. They always say, there's no one above me. You own the company? I don't think you own the company. So I want to talk. If there's not somebody above you, then I want to talk to whoever owns the company. It's like fucking some huge company.
Exactly. So, wait, what did Budsville say? "I
That
don't
sucks
watch
about that
Desi."
Budsville. And good judgment call on not watching her since she's team icky.
Yeah, it's funny though, Budsville, because when I'm laughing because when me and Budsville and Hamilton were not getting along, Budsville went over to Jizdane's to like hang out, chill, whatever. And I just remember being like, "Bro, Budsville, you are so above this. Like, I get it that you're trolling me and Hammy, but you're so above like any of those people over there. Because you don't let people call children are retarded or whatever, and you just don't get down the same way." And so I was like shocked back then, but I'm glad to see that you've decided not to go over there anymore.
I mean, that's what most logical people would do.
Yeah.
Like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend bullshit. But then once you
Yep.
go and see what that shit's about, why does anybody stay? I don't get it, but that's
I
why they're
know.
that's why we're here and they're there.
Exactly.
She's
Yeah.
always too much. She's too much in every fucking way.
So true.
She takes up too much space. She takes too much volume. She takes too much lake water,
Yep.
takes too many Newports.
She thought she owned some lake, but really she was just on her mom's Facebook
Asking a
begging for a
fool.
lake.
Yeah. No, begging for Newports because she owns the lake. She
Right.
should have
Bitch, if
saved
you.
her money on the lake. Instead of buying a lake, she should have bought herself some Newports.
Yep.
And the
Yeah,
fucking nerve of that bitch. She was a couple weeks ago showing some crazy chick's meltdown. You know who I'm talking about, but I don't know who I'm talking about. The
yeah, love
one,
notes for TLC,
is that who that
I
is?
think.
The one
Is
that was
it
the police were coming to
Latitty?
her house and she's like, I know my rights and all this kind of shit.
Yeah,
And
Latitty.
okay, yeah, she's showing her meltdown, but she sure didn't like it when somebody got a hold of hers.
I know, right?
That is not right.
She
That what
actually
she's
really
that's
she
what's called a
loves to show
hypocrite.
lots of meltdowns. She even showed member Mad Max.
Oh wow.
Sorry I interrupted you.
No, I'm just trying to
Complained at Uber. Yeah, I have every right because the way that people run their lives these days and run their businesses, they need to know that they have scam artists working for them. For example, Uber should be happy to hear that I've reported that their people are scamming. They're going in and saying that there's no sour cream at the gas station, and yet there's a ton of fucking sour cream at the gas station. So to me, that's just fucking lazy shopping. And so Uber needs to know what their employees are doing.
So there.
Exactly. Praying for a sunny day. Me too. Let me tell you, did you see everyone was who? That's good. Did you hear about that? I think if I'm not mistaken,
Dr.
somebody's.
Chickamonis got attacked?
Yeah. So remember that whole like PKR group that the only reason that he even hates us is because of that PKR group. I don't know if you realize that, but he came from there. So when Hammy was going at them, he randomly like a year ago showed up out of nowhere and was like, I'm gonna be their white knight or their what did you call it? What is that one term you call
Uncle
Uncle
Tom?
Tom?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
so
their Uncle
he's their
Tom.
Uncle Tom. Yeah. So
He
he's their
enjoys
Uncle Tom.
his yeah, he's the token Uncle Tom.
Exactly. And so apparently they finally have had enough of him because they didn't like hearing Sammy getting drug and beat in the house. And so they were like, okay, look, you're no longer allowed in the PKR, which is so funny because he was so ride or die for them. Like the second he met them, he started calling Hammy, he started making up false allegations on Hamilton, fake
What's
paperwork
PKR?
on Hamilton. Yep.
What's
Well, no,
PKR
he
though?
was doing it for them. He would go to them and he'd be like, hey guys, did you see what information I got on Hamilton? And they'd be like, bro, that's fake. That's not real. Like, get us real shit. Get us real info and come back. And he never could get real info on him.
What's PKR though?
Oh, plant killer reviews? Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, let me hold on. Oh, no, they're keeping him around. Icky and all of her little ickies are keeping him around so that they can prove they're not racist when they call Hamilton and Natalia shit like camel this and that.
I
So
know,
they're not
right?
racist because Dr. Trichomonas is their friend, and
Right.
they can talk mad shit and be all fucking sideways fucking racist on Dee's boyfriend because she lets them for one, and yet, but there's Dr. Trichomonas. No, we're not racist because we got him and he loves
Right.
it. He's their Uncle Tom. Yeah, he's a good boy in the big house. He loves it in the big
Exactly.
house.
Yep.
He gets treated good in the big house, you know? That's
Yeah.
what Dr. Trichomonas is. I've watched him do it.
So why should he complain, right, Joanne, if he's getting treated
Exactly.
well?
Yep.
Yeah. Just, take all the shit, take all the racism. And so he came
For
around
sure.
and,
Yeah. Let's talk about coon hunting and watermelon eating. Let's do that.
right,
That's funny,
exactly.
huh? That's so
Not at
funny.
all.
That's as funny as Camilton and come all yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
So funny.
Well, because, he wanted to fit in with them so bad, the biggest mistake he ever made in his life was banding together with them to try to gang up on us. Because, look, do they have his back now that he got caught beating some girl of
Is
his?
it Icky and her people too?
No, they have his back. They because what it is
Oh, because they're
um
not. They don't agree with that either. Because Hamilton's so abusive, they've got to warn Natalie. Because
right.
he's gonna end up killing her with them words and stuff. Not that I'm making light of that at all. I'm using it as an example of
I know.
there's proof of Dr. Trichomonas dragging his woman, and
Right.
Hamilton drags his woman across YouTube. There's a difference, and she fights back. They're
Right.
equal, like Hamilton
Right.
and Natalia can go at each other equally. That bitch didn't sound like it was equal being drug on the floor.
No, absolutely not. That was not equal. You
But it's
cannot
okay because Sammy's all up in Icky and Dee's chat saying how it never happened. So funny how they keep going. And then in all the comments, I wish they'd just stop. Really? Well, I wish your fucking idiot would stop dragging my kid when he doesn't even
right.
know me.
That is, yeah, that is what's so gross. Like, why does he drag your kid so low down and dirty when he doesn't even know you? He's
Not
doing,
a word to me.
yeah, he's
Never
doing
a
exactly
conversation.
what he did to the PKR, which is band together with Nikki against you, not knowing a goddamn thing about you. And look, it's gonna get him burned because he's gonna do something. Well, I don't know. I think that Nikki is way more forgiving because she just needs allies. She doesn't care what they
She
do.
needs Uncle Tom.
Yeah,
Don't get it mixed up. It's not that
right.
she likes him. She needs Uncle Tom to prove that she's not a racist.
Yep. It's true and
And
it's
that's
sad.
why I'll be seeing all up and down Tracy's channel, knowing that she's a full on gross fucking racist, but she's honest about it. She doesn't try to hide it.
Yep.
So, the people that try to hide it, those are the ones you got to watch out for.
Oh yeah. Like and Tracy has even said racial things towards me, but I don't give a fuck. Like you couldn't even make me care if you tried. Like if you tried to sit there and convince me, which by the way, people have in my DMs hundreds of times tried to convince me not to go around her and it's like why do you guys care what I do? Like I do not understand. Like I like her. She's nice to me. I don't care what she says behind my back or whatever. What
She
people
doesn't
do
say
behind my
anything
back,
behind your back, though. That's
right?
the thing, is Tracy,
She
as
says
far
it
as I
all right
know,
there.
yeah, it's all put out there.
Right,
So,
exactly. That's what I like about it.
oh, is that so fucking awesome, Budsville? I wish I could watch it.
Safe to say, Tricom is done and Nikki can't help. She can bring 30 viewers, other brings 90. You know what's funny is I've seen like I have a feeling that Sammy and Tricombe are going to break up. And because Tricombe can't get you, Joanne, he's going to try to go for Nikki.
Ew. What do you look like that?
I know. No, because he keeps trying to get her to show her boobs.
Oh.
I'm like,
Is
ew,
Nikki to show
bro.
her boobs?
Yeah.
Ew.
I know. I'm like, okay, I get that you want Joanne and that this is the only like person to come on your panel is Nikki, but calm down.
Budsville, Nikki plays the dumbest fucking games. She'll always say, like, when I fucking call her out and tell her to come up on my panel, that I'll boot everybody else and even turn my chat off just to fucking confront her. I'm blocked on your StreamYard. Bullshit.
Oh,
Nobody's blocked.
whatever.
And then she pulled the same thing on Jizstain the other night because Jizstain had Azel up on her panel talking mad shit on Nikki, and Jizstain kept saying, "Well, Nikki, come up and talk to him," because she always wants the drama. Because people would watch Azel and Nikki fight because it would be a badass fight. Because
Right,
both
of
of
course.
them have words and no filter.
Yep.
And so people would watch that, and that's the same. That's why Jizstain has the viewers that she's got. You're welcome, bitch. You're welcome.
Yeah,
Because
it's
Rick and
only
I
off.
took over her fucking channel, and then she let Digger and the rest of them in. So we took it over her channel, and then once Rick and I left, she got nobody. But she still has
Well,
Rick, or
well, first of
she still
all,
has Digger.
she has really shitty views for the amount of time she's been live streaming. Like she's been live streaming for 10 years and she has the shittiest views I've ever seen in my life for somebody with that long of tenure. And then so maybe she used to have good views, but now her views are shit. And the only reason she even had Azel up there was because her views are shit and because she needed somebody to come up and revive her channel for her because she's too fucking lazy to do it herself.
Budsville, you're not surprising me. um I know that you've seen me in Hamilton's from way back, but like way back then, um and before, I believe that I think I was paneling with you guys but not really having a lot to contribute. um so back then I tried to be Nikki's friend because Slab City News had gone on this, they had a falling out, and he was going on about how he never liked her. He never had a conversation with her off of YouTube. She was nothing to him, yada, yada, right? So I
Wow.
felt bad. And so I convinced all of my closest YouTube people, give her a chance. She'll be fine. She's don't mess with her. Even when Justine and Rick had planned that Halloween thing to make fun of Ginger, I said, please don't do that to Nikki. She doesn't know. It's not fair. She's kind of wounded right now. Just be upfront
Mm-hmm.
with her. Well, anyway, my mom gets dementia, moves in with me, and I can't be online. She's messaging me, if you're mad at me, just tell me. I won't, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, I can text all day long, but I can't speak. Because when I speak, it makes my mom cry. Because my mom says, you have all these friends, and I don't have anybody. And so, and she would be fine if I wasn't talking to someone, not her. So anyway, I stayed off of YouTube when she was like that. So long story short, that bitch says I doxed her because it was Christmas time, and I felt like she needed something organic to realize that I really meant what I said about being friends with her. So I sent her a fucking cup and I sent it directly from Amazon, but she did have to give me her address, and then she said I doxed her. And then she recently told me how I doxed her, and she said it's because she had made a video to show me of her opening the Amazon package, and that the address was on the Amazon package, and I sent it to Tally, which would have made no fucking sense whatsoever because Tally was 100% against my being friends with her, so I would not have done that to her. But I said, I don't really remember it, but I'll take it. That would have been an honest mistake. It would have never been meant to dox her, which, by the way, that bitch can't move across the street without everybody knowing it. So
Right.
she was doxed well before anything else because she was part of all of that, and she was all about Mike Dibble is fucking innocent, who was a child molester. So it goes way back. She was already doxxed, and that's what she does. She manipulates people. I never
Right.
doxed her. I never sent the fucking video to Tally, but I'll take it because if she's gonna give me that, that it was accidental, fuck, I'll take it. I don't dox
Right.
people. I don't have to. I dox
Right.
myself so that people don't
Yeah.
have to dox me. They know, yeah, you can drive to my house. I'll give you directions.
Well, I mean, Sam even came to your house.
Yeah,
Wait, why
I
are
let
you
him come
calling
over.
CPS on him? Wait, don't his kids have, correct me if I'm wrong. Don't his kids have like Assyrian, which is, by the way, close to what I am? My parents are Chaldean. Assyrian and Chaldean used to be the same until like religion got in the middle, and then they split up. So, um, he has like an Assyrian baby mama. So doesn't his baby mama's parents take care of the kids? I thought that's what he said.
He
Sorry,
says
that
that's
was totally.
a fake account, the one that says he's calling CPS. He asked
Oh,
if
is
he'll
it?
take that account out. Yeah.
Oh no! Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
You're gonna look on your block list and see Budsville and like, oh, why do I have him blocked?
Banned, banned, banned. Sorry about that.
You see, when people start cloning you, you're important, but not famous.
Wow, Budsville, what the fuck? I can't believe that just happened in my chat.
Somebody's awfully probably saying that something that is getting to somebody awfully bad. Good job, Budsville.
Wow, Budsville, I'm shooketh right now. Imagine how much that happens with our names.
Yeah, I
That's
can't.
fucked up.
That I sent that picture of from the Secret Service guy. That was from a clone account, and it was
Yeah,
clearly good enough to have them sent to my house.
I know. That's crazy. I'm shooketh.
Oh, he
Like,
says
and
that's channel two.
oh my god, what the fuck is Channel 2 doing in my fucking chat? I didn't even know he knew my channel. That's the guy that pees on his plants.
Now
Channel
I
2.
know who you are in the kiddie pool. You plant your plants in a kiddie pool and then pee on them.
Yes.
Right on. Okay, I got you now. I got you, dude.
That's the guy that cloned Budsville.
I would say it would be closer to like Evan or Nikki. Coming
Yeah.
around in. Oh shit, dude. She watches everything. It's crazy how everything she watches.
I
And what she
know.
can't watch, she records and watches it later.
It's
And I
so
think it's
weird.
hilarious that whenever she reposts Eddie's stuff, it says posted 2 seconds earlier. I'm like, 2 seconds? Really?
I know. And you know what's actually really funny about that? If I were Eddie, I would think that what she's doing is like a gift because what I don't know why, but like whenever you post something like that with like music over it or like a funny character over it, it like goes into the algorithm. So usually his posts are getting read by just our community probably and maybe some of his subscribers. But what she's doing is she's putting his post on a platform and they're getting like 2,000 views. So she is putting his post on a platform for him to get way more views than he ever anticipated, which I think is cool.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Because she's dumb.
She is. You gotta be dumb to like give your haters free publicity like that
For
and
sure.
not realize what you're doing.
Well, sucks that he's homeless because now he doesn't have an addict to pee in his kiddie pools anymore.
Yeah, so he really lost his one apartment that everybody kept saying he was getting evicted from.
That
Because
really
I'm,
is sad if his kids are homeless.
I
That really
know,
is sad.
especially like Michigan right now. Isn't it gonna get snow again?
Is it really?
That's what. Well, Hammy was saying he thinks he might get snow again. I'm like, what? And he's really close to Michigan, so
Is he? Why
yeah.
doesn't
When
he just freaking hot? I mean, find a dirt road and meet up and tell him I'll meet you here on this date and go pick him up.
me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If
I mean, if
only.
it can happen in Mexico, Canada doesn't even have a wall.
True. True.
I'm gonna break into Canada, and if I have to walk through a field, I'm gonna do it.
I can. Yeah. I have seen like how pathetic our borders with Canada are. Um, they're like drawn lines. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Yeah, I should try to pull it up. Let me see. I was like, what the fuck? Let me see here.
That's funny. Somebody color it on the map again.
Well, I mean, like literally in on the actual land, like somebody goes in and draws these like lines in the dirt.
Mm,
Let me see. I saw a short video on it the other day.
funny. But I wonder how many people do that though.
Hey, Salty, how are you? You're up
Tally,
early.
you hider.
I know, like you totally ditched our whole entire community
Mm-hmm.
for your work
Yep.
friends. I hope they're worth it.
And now Natalie's my new girlfriend. Yet nobody has told me that I'm wanting to jump her bones the way they always accuse me of wanting you.
I know, right? What the fuck? Why don't they
I
accuse me of
and I ain't even into redheads.
that?
I'm really not. Like Eric Stoltz, I think is the best looking redhead I've ever seen. But other than that,
It's
uh,
still early, Budsville. He'll probably be around at some point.
what you doing,
I
Tally?
huh?
I'm asking Tally what he's
Oh.
doing.
Yeah, like what the fuck? He totally disappeared.
He's been working a lot. I know that. What's going on? Where? Oh, great. Well, like that ever stopped you?
Ew.
Like it ever stopped him. He would do it on fucking live streams. It never stops him. You remember him leaning back while he's peeing. He couldn't stop talking long
Yeah,
enough to pee.
I
He was drunk though.
do. Are you going to work this morning? I'm opening a box.
I'm
I
thinking
got a new.
about getting my buckets ready for to grow.
Oh,
Yeah. Cuz I didn't
is
start
that?
until the end of May last year.
Uh-huh.
And then it was the end of October, early November, maybe before I got to pull. And I find, you know what I did? Okay, so I had them hanging in my hang what I grew last year, had it hanging in that cedar closet since 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And it was
Uh-huh.
so dry. Like it was really hard for it not to just crumble when I tried to trim it up a little bit. So I didn't try to trim it up so much as just snip it off and let it fall in the jars, and then I stuck a tortilla in there with it and put a little bit of moisture back in. So now
Uh-huh.
I got to have somebody smoke it and let me and tell me, fuck, I'm going to have to smoke it. I already know, just so I'll know if it's any good.
You
And I
have to
hate
fill your
smoking.
lungs.
I mean, I smoke so many cigarettes. It's not even funny. Oh, wow. That's a lot, Tally. Well, now you can treat me, you can keep me in the way I can become accustomed with all that money. I'll live in a camper. I don't care. Or I know even better, you could put your camper in my backyard and I wouldn't care, and you could live in it. Hey, Miss B.
Hey, Miss B.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to smoke it and see if it's any good before I start wasting.
So, what's the tortilla thing you did?
Um, well, see, I didn't even know this either, but like if you have stale cookies and junk like that, you can put them in a bag with a piece of bread or a tortilla, and the cookies will reabsorb the moisture, and voila, no more stale cookie.
Oh, wow.
Right? I didn't know
That's
that.
awesome. Yeah, I didn't either.
I had sent some of my cookies out that were medicated, but I said, they've been in the freezer for a really long time, so they're probably really stale and they're not going to taste as good as what they usually do, but just go with it. So
Mhm.
anyway, that's how I found out. Oh, I just put a piece of bread in with them and they were fine.
Oh,
Yay.
wow.
And it worked real well with my weed. Real well. Because I didn't want too much moisture because I don't want it to mold. But
Yeah.
it did need some moisture put back because it was, like I said, it was crunchy. And so it looks like I got the majority of the buds, but it still does look like if somebody who cares what their weed looks like looked at it, they'd say, look at all that shake. Well, no, it's not
Yeah.
all shake, it's all broken.
That's funny. Yeah,
Because
I
I get
guess
the trim
everybody.
too.
Yeah, I guess everybody's getting their grows ready right now because Hammy was getting his pots and stuff ready.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I have enough buckets. I think I'm gonna do 5 plants. I'm gonna do 4 photos and 1 auto. And I'm told that autos don't do well outside, but I'm not. What's your addiction, Tally?
What is
Me,
it?
weed, and what else?
Tell us what it is so we can get it.
Have
I'm
a good day,
easily
Miss B.
influenced.
It's always
Bye,
good
Miss
seeing you,
B.
honey. I hope you're there when I go live.
I'm
Ever, if
opening
I ever do.
my new item. Let's see if I can just show the box.
I'm gonna guess what Tally's new addiction is.
But
Fuck Domino's Pizza. He already ruined it for me. And that's exactly what I was gonna guess.
oh,
Not
wait.
really. How the fuck
Okay,
would I know?
so let me just show you guys what I got really quick. My
Tally's
new
new
box.
addiction is Domino's Pizza. What is that?
Dyson Air Straight. It's my new Dyson.
For your hair?
Yep. I'm gonna open it in a second and I'll show you guys what it looks like. It's a straightener. You know what's crazy about Domino's? I love Domino's too. Let me tell you what I love there. I love their garlic or their Parmesan bread bites or whatever, the garlic Parmesan ones. And then I love the barbecue chicken pizza on the thin, crispy bread. It's so good.
When are we gonna do? Have you heard from Robin?
No.
I'm calling her today
Okay. She probably
because
went on another camping trip.
I hope that that's what it is.
Me too.
Because I have texted her multiple times and she's. I'll call her and I'll let you know
Okay.
because I
Please
need to
do.
know what's going on with her because
Yeah.
she's not usually as I
Quiet.
just yeah. Especially when I tell her I mean it. You better call me back, or you better text. We don't talk, we text a lot, but I told her she better text me because I'm gonna do a welfare check on her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, then I said not really,
Not
but I'm thinking about it.
really.
Shit,
Well, yeah, that's scary. I should reach out to her.
I think I've got Rick's number too. Her husband,
Yeah.
Richard. I think I got his number too. So if I can't get her, then I'm gonna call his number and see
Okay.
and make sure that she's okay. She hasn't like replied on any of my Facebook posts, and she usually at least hearts them or something. Right, Miss
Right.
B? Fucking cowards. They got a
It's
lot to
funny.
say in their own houses.
It's funny because it's 5 in the morning and there's 18 people watching.
Right. Two people
What's
talking.
are you about to get snow, Buttsville? Yeah, I'll text her and I'll see what's going if she replies and I'll let you know. I don't know if I'll do it this early, but
See what my weather's going to be like. So if I knock myself off, I'll tell you.
okay. So this air straightener, for those of you who were wondering, it's supposed to straighten your hair like a flat iron would, but without the bad effects of a flat iron. It's supposed to be like
It's going
the
to be
same.
92 degrees here Saturday.
Ooh,
That's
that's
hot for
crazy.
April. Fuck that. And it just snowed day
Yeah.
before yesterday, 2 days ago.
Imagine what it's gonna be here. Let me look.
Yeah.
uh,
Are you already using it?
no, I'm just unboxing it.
Charles messaged me on
Mm-hmm.
Messenger, and he asked me something, and I told him, and then he showed me some pictures, and I said, I thought you were staying with Stony. He says, I'm not here to answer your questions, and then he comes back and asks me something, so I said, I'm not here to
Ah!
answer your questions, and he says, okay, motherfucker.
Ah! Oh, that's funny. Actually, it's funny you mentioned them. The other day I was in Tracy's. I don't know if you were there, but Stony and Charles were in there and they were like arguing. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, you guys, like, you get along so well when you're together. Like, what's going on here? And it turns out that the only reason and they were going like low down below the belt, talking money, talking all this like
No
low down
shit.
shit. Yeah, talking low down, like, and I'm like thinking, what is going on here? And then like the next day, I was like, Charles, like, if you're really that broke, let me know. I'll send you some money. What's your cash app? And he's like, no, I was just saying all that shit because I really wanted Stony to bring me up a plate of food, and it got her to. I'm like, whoa, like I really felt for the two of you. This is crazy. You guys are not okay.
She's a skanky hoe anyway.
Yeah, I
The
just
best
couldn't
thing about
believe
her is
it.
Charles. So what does that tell you? She made that
Yeah, I know that
back years
you
ago
two
too. And yes,
aren't.
I can't hold a grudge over this. I'm allowed. But yeah, back a couple years ago too, she made a um it was Soft Kitty
Uh-huh.
um channel, and it was all about my kid, and it was disgusting about my putting meth on places on me and my son licking it off, and yeah, it was real fucking nasty. And um the reason why I know it was her was, well, now that I'm double thinking about it, I need to rethink about that,
So,
because
has there been
somebody that was seeing her told me that he said, I'm holding Soft Kitty right now. That was her childhood toy. But that person at that time was with Peeps and not telling anyone. So I wonder if I was manipulated into thinking that that was her.
could they have, I don't know, could they have manipulated you?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely. Well, I mean, if they did, they got Rick too, because he believes it too.
Yeah. Well, I just have to say that if someone really did manipulate you into thinking Stony did something she didn't do, that really is shitty because that's happened to me before and I fucking hate that feeling. When you can't convince someone otherwise, she could have done it, who knows? I'm not here to judge one way or another. I wasn't there, but I'm just saying, like, if someone really didn't do it and then for them to always be known as having done that, that sucks because that's happened to me before.
Well, this is what I know about Stony. when we first started and we were doing hangouts and yada yada, we had our private hangouts and junk. And JD and I usually would stay up the latest. It was not. Speaking of peeps, heard Danny went to jail. She bailed him out. I don't know, Tally. I don't know anything about.
Really? Well, I mean, I did see her one post, and I shared it about how she be sending people money for love.
Hmm. Okay, so the hangouts thing. So it was usually Cal Sherpa, me, Stony, Peeps, Enlighten, blah blah blah. And but it was always JD and I that would stay up the latest. So we would stay, and I hadn't started growing. I was just really getting into it. That was going to be like my first plant, that I was going to try and grow. And he's really good at it. So we would talk about all the terpenes and which ones I needed to grow and yada yada, right?
Mm-hmm.
So um so one night, everybody's dropping off and it ends up being me, Stony, and JD. And Stony says, "Well, I'm going to go to bed." And so she drops off. And again, JD and I were just talking about bullshit, nothing, nothing. And so then the next day, Stony messages me in Hangouts, "Hey, how'd it go with you and JD last night?" And I said, "What do you mean? How did it go?" I just thought I would let you guys alone because I was feeling like a third wheel. I said, "I don't have. That's not. Why would you feel like a third wheel?" Now,
Yeah.
come to fucking find out, that bitch was already with him, and she was just fucking with me. Like she
Weird.
dropped off thinking I was gonna flirt with him or something, so that she'd
Mm.
have something on me, which never happened because I never had the hots for JD.
Right.
So, yeah, that's how dirty she is. That's why it's not hard for me to believe that she would do that.
Well, you never know. I mean, he could have also been saying shit to her behind the scenes. Like, I don't know, just playing devil's advocate, thinking of how men are. They try to pin women against each other a lot.
Well, and see, JD is the person I was talking about that Peeps was seeing that used to see Stony, right? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so see, this is such a coincidence. Now I'm overthinking. I'm gonna have to talk to Rick. Anyway, so that channel shows up and has that disgusting shit on it about me and my kid. And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm like, fucking, um, and up in the, I think I still have the screenshot. I doubt it though. But in the corner was Stony's avatar. So she fucking forgot to take her avatar off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so and Rick caught that. And I was like, holy fuck. So I thought, well, JD's pretty fucking mad at her right now. I'm going to message him. So I messaged JD, what's her fucking phone number? Because I was going to call her and tell her what a dirty bitch she is. Because, that's really all you can do. So
Right.
anyway, I said, because I think this soft kitty channel is her. And he says, well, I'm holding soft kitty right now. It's her childhood animal that she mailed to me because they were a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, and I'm telling Peeps, I'm relaying everything JD says to me to Peeps, right? Because
Right.
Peeps didn't like Stony either. And then all of a sudden, JD's talking to me, talking to me, talking to me, and all of a sudden he sends me this message. I'm gonna have to block you. My new girlfriend doesn't gets jealous if I talk to other girls. Boom, he blocks me.
What?
Guess who his girlfriend was?
Stony?
Peeps.
Oh, peeps!
Yeah,
What
well, I'm relaying everything that she says. Ask JD this, you know, tell him this, and I'm
the
relaying,
fuck?
telling Peeps all this shit. And
The
the
mind
whole
fuck!
fucking time she was with him. And those two were talking about what we were talking about, which was nothing. It was about Stony, so I could fucking call her and call her names. But anyway,
That is such a mind fuck, dude. This is
right?
that peeps bitch. She's like, she's like high school. She's like worse. She's stuck in high school. She thinks this is like her, I don't know, 65-year reunion.
Right.
Maybe. Hey, Sam. Yep. Same
You ain't
old
never
shit over
left,
here.
Sam. Shut the fuck up.
Same old shit. Just a different day.
Yeah, that goes way, way back. Way,
Yeah,
way back. Yeah.
that is nutty. No, but really though, everything I've learned of Peeps is complete high school bitch. Like she, first of all, though every single video that she posts, I'm sorry to say, and you do not do this, so don't try to be like that happens to me too. You do not do this. She literally posts videos of her fucking cat in her car on her dash. Ew, that's weird and gross. And then she'll like, and first of all, also that cat will literally be the first to die if there's a car accident. So you're a terrible pet owner for just letting your cat roam your dash while you're driving. Like, what if they distract the driver too? And then also, like every single video she shows, like the background of her house looks like a hoarder.
The last I knew, she lived in a trailer, like a camper trailer.
Yeah, so
Because
she
her,
must have a lot of shit in there.
yeah, because her husband tried to burn the house down with her in it. Wonder why.
Yeah, I'm on her bad side. I think she's such a high schooler. Like she was stuck in high school. Like she tries to buy her friends like love. It's very, very weird. She goes around to be like, my mom gave me money. Who can I send money to today? Fuck.
Yep. What should we talk about, Sam? Shitting in a bucket, throwing cigarettes out in a fire hazard. What should we talk about?
Sam,
You
do you
talk
want me
about
to tell
that?
you?
You want to
Do you
talk
want me to
about
tell you
tying a
about
cat to a bumper and forgetting about it? You want to talk about that?
Sam, do you want me to tell you about how Dr. Sean Diddy Combs beats his girlfriend on a live stream and then denies it?
Yes, she is a perpetual victims tally.
Mm-hmm.
But she's sober 9,208 seconds.
Oh God. What a joke.
She is a joke. She's all fat and old and continually talks about how hot she is. And the only person she could convince of it was Junie, and that's because he had his fucking beer goggles on.
Right. And the
And then
only
he
reason
totally busts her out for fucking jerking off to pictures that she sent him. That's so gross. Oh my god.
and the only reason that or it's funny because did you know that John is going around saying they broke up?
Hmm.
He's like, it didn't work out. And I'm thinking, what, she couldn't buy you off? All she does is use her mom's money as like her way of like any type of notoriety. Really weird.
Yep. Ew. I just, in hindsight, it's just gross how trusting I was with them.
It's okay, it happens. I mean, there's people that I wish I didn't trust that I trusted.
Mm. I think we all have to learn the hard way. Unfortunately, it sucks. But I
Yep,
think we all have to learn that. And most of the time, when somebody tells you that person's going to fuck you over, you should listen.
I know.
Just be
It,
cautious, you know.
but there are those people, I'm sorry to say, like Sam, who think everybody is bad and everybody's fucked them over, but really a lot of times, like, he's kind of done it as well, too. Like, he's kind of instigated it, you know? So there's the people that you listen to about their opinion, and there's the people that you don't. And like you, I would listen to you if you told me somebody was not good.
I'm very biased though. I feel like, I always tell Azel if I had emailed him differently, there would have been no him and Gistain.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
when he was hanging with Ginger, he emailed me and asked me what was a story of the community, like who's this and what's that, tell him, that, and I said, you know what? you're going to like people I don't like, and you're going to like people I do like, but you're going to have to figure that out on your own, because if I tell you my reasons for not liking somebody and you laugh about it, it's going to hurt my feelings, you know?
Right. Exactly.
So
So we all
everybody
have
has to
to,
make their own way. And
yep,
he emailed her and didn't get the same objective response. She told him all the shit that she
yep.
felt. And she's wrong about everything.
She
She
really
thinks
is.
that she listened to 2 hours of our drama and knew everything that was going on. And no, she does not to this day ever fucking get it right either.
Yep, she never does. And
She could
she
say it
focused.
loud and she could say it a lot, but it still doesn't make it true. Beginning to question if she even owns a lake.
Sorry.
She ditched me for a hair straightener.
What?
I said you ditched me for a hair straightener.
Oh, I was grabbing a garbage bag. So,
I can't have a garbage bag in my in the bathroom because the cats will leave the trash alone as long as there's not a bag in it.
oh, that's funny.
Oh, they're so funny in the bathroom, let me tell you. So funny.
They keep you young.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Or make me go, I'm too old for this. I don't even know where
Funny.
they're at right now. Every time they're not with me, I think, oh, they're doing something.
What did they got into?
Yep. I haven't heard any bang recently, so they're getting bored with the things higher up, thank God. They are so much fun though. I have a video of right after I cleaned my toilet.
Hmm.
I flushed it like 3 times to make sure I got all the chemical out of the water, and
Hmm.
just in case they did get in there and drink out of it, which I didn't realize they did, but they do.
Yeah.
And but Tiny was, I mean, she's just like almost about to fall in. She's all spread eagle, trying to look and see where the water came from, you know. And I could turn on the sink in the bathroom, and then little fuckers, it's under my bed right now. I have one of those things that cover the drain so things don't fall through, because I don't
Yeah.
have the little stopper. It's an old timey one. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
they keep pulling it out so they can put their little paw in the hole, and because that's where the water goes down. So they are so enamored by running water, it's crazy. But I want to post that video because it's so funny how she's like got a paw on each, like like somebody that's real sick, you know, like like she's vomiting or something, and she's all spread her little paws, her little front paws, trying not to actually get in the water, and then she
Yeah.
just fuck it and stands on the part where there's no water. It's just so funny. They're so funny in the bathroom. But they keep knocking my shit down into the sink, like my eyeliners or not my eyeliners, but my mascaras and shit like that. And I'm afraid it's going to
Yeah.
fall right through because they keep taking that little, it's a gray rubber thingy, like a flower, and with like, so that the water will drain but nothing will go down. But anyway,
Yeah.
so they keep pulling it out, and right now it's under my bed. And I get it and I put it back, and then they find it and they take it back out.
By the way, did you know that Tracy's dog did die?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I
No,
know.
I did not know that.
Yep.
On his own?
Yesterday. I believe they had to euthanize, like at the vet.
Oh,
I know. I'm not 100% because all I know is she went live and was like, "It's done. He's gone." And I knew that morning, Cecil said, "Tracy, you're not the decision maker here. We need to take the dog to a vet and they will decide." So they took the dog to the vet, and the dog was like, "You're right. It's his time." So
Oh,
I know. I was so sad, but he is such a cutie pie.
well, I mean, if the vet thinks it was time, because, they want to make money.
Exactly.
Every time I've had to do that, I've made the vet make that decision.
Yeah.
Because they tell me all my, because I had the money, or if I don't have money, I've got credit, to spend a couple $1,000s on surgeries and stuff like that. But
Right.
when I ask, is it going to be worth it to them, not just me?
Hmm.
I it's been all right. I've never felt okay about it, but
Right.
because I feel like people ought to be able to be euthanized too when they're ready.
So that it's not like, well, yeah, I mean, but then again, then there's that, whole suicide because, for example, in Canada, um, they will, and I'm pretty sure they do it here too in certain states, they will allow you to do that like by like euthanization if you want to. And in my opinion, it's actually really sad because it's like a way for them to get rid of their poor because their poor are the ones doing it because they're not making enough money to even fucking have a roof over their head. And
Well,
so it's like a way. Yeah, I just feel sad. I don't know.
there are legal assisted suicide states in America as well, but you have to have criteria that you are 100% not going to survive whatever you that's going to cause a horrible death.
Right.
And like a lot of people are, even where it's legal, want to expand on it to mental illness for, I'm going to say, people like me, who I don't have a purpose, so I don't have a reason to be here anymore. So,
Well,
and I can't go even to, because New Mexico is not a legal assisted suicide state, so I couldn't even do it here anyway. But they want people with depression and stuff like that to be able to do that as well. And
right.
I believe that that would be fair. Run them through the gambit of fucking drugs that are going to make them even more crazy. Do that so that they can
Right.
say, yeah, but then I have the whole thing about, for me, it's, it's not an option just because of my religious belief.
Exactly. I
And
agree.
that's it. Like, that's 100% the only thing that keeps me here.
Is your religious beliefs?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I mean, at
Because I
least
can
it's
find
something.
homes for my pets. That's
Right.
pets would not keep me here. I would find a solution for that. But
Right.
it's just not an option for me because I don't think it's like telling your dad, I'm going to go get laid, but I'm sorry for it now. And then you go do it. Well, you can't undo it and you can't apologize ahead of time and it really matter. Because if
Right.
you know that you're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing, your dad's going to get mad at you either way. And I don't want God mad at me.
Right.
I mean, I have plenty of things he's already mad at me probably for anyway. That
Same. Same, Joanne. Same.
So
God's
I'm
mad
really
at me for a
sad.
lot.
I told you that had met someone, right?
Yeah.
And I'm very sad because I had met him before and we texted all that day. And not that I don't have my guy, but you know, he's never going to be what I need him to be ever, ever, ever. And I'm exactly what he needs me to be. I'm exactly what he needs. I don't give him problems. I don't even call
Right.
him. So, like, but he will never be what I need him to be. So, and it's not like he doesn't know that if I want to, I can see somebody else. That doesn't mean fuck them. That just means see them. Well,
Right.
anyway, so this guy, he's very nice, and he's sent me, he tells me he's an ordained minister, sends me the thing that shows that he is, and he's all nice and stuff. Then he asks me for a fucking ride, and I'm like, motherfucker, I don't speak
Nuh-uh.
to anybody in this town because I either have to loan them money or give them a ride. So
Oh,
I just,
cut him off.
I already did.
Good.
And I said, I don't want to sound unkind, but I don't need another person to avoid.
Oh my God, you
Yeah.
poor thing.
I mean, he didn't seem anything. I mean, he's still talking. I'm not even responding. And
I
he's
know,
still
but it's just
talking.
such a disappointment when
It
something
is.
like that happens. Like, it makes it honestly, like, your heart drops to your feet, you
Right. It
know?
did. Because I didn't even open it. I showed you that thing where it says like the sentiment of the text.
Yes,
Well, this
yes.
one says, wants a ride, yada, yada. I'm like, and I didn't even
Oh
open it.
my God. But
I
wait,
didn't
what if it's
open
a
it
ride on
till
your body?
yesterday. Yeah, huh?
What if he wants a ride on your body?
No, it said Taconico, so.
Oh God. Oh my God. No, that shit has happened to me, like where you get a message, like everything's so, you're just living in la la land. You can't believe it. Yes, yes, yes. And then that
And
one
then
thing they
bam.
say, and
Yeah.
you're like,
And then it's just
ooh.
everything nice just goes out the window. Because you know what? I have a lot of nice friends around here, but they all want money or a ride from me. So,
Oh. Do you
and
still have people living with you?
uh-uh.
What? That did not last long.
And I don't even know why.
What do you mean?
I don't even know why. Well, I mean, I know what I was told, and I have to keep it at face value because I can't say no, that's not the reason. And
Right.
the reason they gave me wasn't about me, but
Yeah.
I do stay in my room, and I always feel like fuck yeah, they have the whole house, they could do whatever anybody that stays with me. My
Mhm.
my sister and her spawn fucking loved that shit, that they had
Yeah.
my whole house and I just stayed in my room. Well, I don't want I feel like I might have made them feel not comfortable, but I didn't
Oh,
think I did because I did go out there and chit chat and play games and stuff like that. We
right.
did, but that's just me.
Do
But
they
so I don't
do
know.
you still talk to them?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah.
That's good. Well, how do you like having your house to yourself again?
I didn't even they didn't bother me. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't even know they were there.
That's
I didn't
good.
even know when they left because I was
How
asleep when they
funny.
left, and they texted me like at noon to tell me they weren't here anymore, and I didn't even know it. So
Crazy.
yeah, they weren't in my way at all. I mean, I wish they would have stayed actually, but you know,
Aw. Well,
well, because now I have. I mean, it's selfish, but now I have surgery scheduled again, and that would have been perfect. I wouldn't have had needed anybody to neglect me. I would already have somebody
right.
here.
Exactly. So
Because for
when is
my
your surgery?
in June,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so I have
Couple
a
months.
whole month
Yep.
to freak out about it.
What kind is it, like a serious
My neck,
surgery?
yeah, my neck.
Oh, wow.
There's 3 levels that they have to clean out and redo or whatever. And I'm not supposed to carry anything heavier than a coffee cup for the week after that. And then, like,
Mm.
very slowly, so like my cats can't be jumping on me like they do. Because I walk across the countertop and here they come running and they end up jumping on my back. I
Aw.
live in a monkey farm, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Aw, that's cute though. And but they're gonna have to like somehow know to not even climb on you.
Yeah, and they're not going to want to do that. They're going to want to see.
Yep. What's going on?
Because if I'm going to be gone, she said anywhere from 3 days to a week, depending on if I can swallow when I'm done, which I didn't even know that that was a
Oh
thing.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That will depend on how long I have to stay in the hospital. And so even if I'm gone overnight, I've never been gone overnight with them. They don't know me gone.
Right.
So I don't
Aw.
know.
Poor little
Yeah, I
kitty.
think it'll be hard on them.
Yeah, it probably will be.
And I really honestly only have one friend that I trust to stay with me and like to drive there and then to bring my car back and park it and then get in their own car and drive it around. I only have one friend that I trust that will do that.
And
Because
is she
everybody
gonna do
else
that?
will go to fucking town on my car and not think twice about it. This is such an impoverished town. It's so crazy.
It sounds like it. Like when
It
you lived in Oklahoma, you didn't have to be asked for shit like that, did you?
never, never,
That's crazy.
never. I should have never left there.
Does suck because you'd probably have like when you first got there, you probably didn't realize like what the fuck was about to happen to you.
Well, before I moved here, I visited and I went to several different people who I've known my whole life practically and said this is the deal, I want my mom to have people around her last, she's not going to last forever and I want the people that she's cared about to be around her. They all gave me their word that they would come by and see her and take her out and do the not only one time, one person. That's it.
Are you kidding?
Nope. And
Oh
so
my
I
God.
waited for 2 weeks after she passed away and I wrote the shittiest Facebook post and I am never taking it down because I said, shame on y'all, all y'all who promised me that you would help me with her and let the last of her days be, something that she could feel a little bit of love, whether she realized it or not. Shame on
Right.
all of you because she loved you guys. So shame on all of you because she
For
did love
real.
them, and
Yeah.
like family. There's people here that are like family to me here, and they're literally like family.
They are. They don't come through.
Yep. They well, the people who know me the least like to rewrite my history the most and say that my family has disowned me. No, it's not
No.
that way. I haven't spoken to my sisters and her spawn because when my mother got sick the first time, my foster sister found my mom in her house on August 15th, by the way, which is the anniversary of my son's death. Um,
Wow.
and it was 90 something degrees that day, and her heater was on. And so
Oh,
she
wow.
called the ambulance and she calls me knowing not to speak to me because she lived 4 blocks from me. No, three, no. I lived on 12th and she lived on 8th. So she lived 4 blocks from me
Hmm.
and I didn't speak or see her for 10 years because I had found out she'd been using meth with my son. And I thought,
Wow.
that he was raised as you're his aunt. There should be boundaries. He's not your fucking buddy. That's your
Right.
nephew.
Right.
How would any of them have liked me to do their kids the way they did mine? It takes a village to raise one, but it takes one to ruin one too. Not
Yep.
that he was ruined, but his drug habit was not I'm the only one Not his father, not anyone else discouraged his drug use but me. Just me.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, I hadn't spoke to her for 10 years. And she calls me on the anniversary of his death and tells me that my mom has been picked up by ambulance unresponsive. And holy fuck, unresponsive means no breathing, no heartbeat. Well, so I rush up to the hospital and they tell me unresponsive means she couldn't respond to her name. And
Oh.
so they told me that they gave her Narcan and she responded. Well, okay, my mother was never I don't even I knew that my mom got drunk 2 times and I wasn't there either time. They just told me about it and it was such a big deal because my mother never ever drank ever, that
Mhm.
it was, it's forever remembered when Susie got drunk and ran my brother-in-law's motorcycle into a fence.
Oh,
So,
wow.
I mean, that's a thing because she never drank. And she never fucking did drugs ever. And so I was like, wait a minute. She's here and you're telling me she OD'd, which my mom didn't recognize me. She was talking crazy. And I said, and in my head, I'm thinking, this bitch got my mom on drugs,
Yep.
And I'm like, fuck this, not today and not for that. And I left. I regret that. I shouldn't have listened. I should have, because they went through so many things. First, it was a drug overdose, which it was not clearly. Then it was a stroke, which it was not clearly. So then they put her up on it's a telemetry floor, but it was some kind of other telemetry. Well, they ended up doing the MRI of her brain and saw the spaces. So that's how they finally diagnosed her right. Well, this is like 2 weeks later, she's been in the hospital and it takes them that long to diagnose her right after they've had her
And
tied down and just horrible shit. So
Narcan helps dementia, apparently.
I want to say that the needle sticking in her leg or wherever they put it, because the nasal the mist wasn't as big then or even a thing then.
Hmm.
um but I want to say that was it. The needle is what kind of
Mm,
maybe shocked her enough
I
to
see.
to respond. I don't know, but I never saw a drug screen. They never did a drug screen. So if they thought that she was on drugs, they would have done a drug screen,
And
and
if
they
she
never
was, it
did.
would have been because she was drugged.
Right. And they never did
Yeah.
one. So they clearly changed their mind after I left, after they'd already told me that on that fucking day. Looking, my foster sister was on one side of the hospital bed and I was on the other. And
Hmm.
I just thought, I just fucking can't. I can't do this today. Dementia I could have done, but not that. Not with her,
Yeah. Fuck
And
no.
so,
Yeah. Not
and if
after
I was
all
in my
these
right
years of
mind, I
her.
would have made her leave because I could have.
Right. Yeah, like not after all these years of you dealing with people and their substances. You're not gonna be like, oh my God, my mom too. Like the fuck.
Right. And with her being a participant of it, it was just a lot for me. Like, it was a lot for me to even see her,
Mm-hmm.
let alone see her with my mother, because I always said, I will not stop if I see her car there. And there was a couple times that her car was there that I didn't stop, but I always knew she was there for money anyway, because
Mm-hmm.
she's so strung out. Ugh. But anyway,
Gross.
yeah, and she gets to live and my kid doesn't, but whatever. She can abuse her
Sad.
fucking kids and throw them across the room and cover their face when they're newborn babies so they won't cry anymore. Huh.
Yep. Wow, that's sad. That is crazy.
The world is fucked. And I can't say that I'm not as fucked as the world is, because I know. that I've dropped the ball a whole lot of times with friends, but here it's hard to feel like I'm dropping the ball by not helping them because I helped them for 3 years. And it was always the same thing. It's never different. It's never help me out this time, and next time I won't need help. But no, it's a regular occurrence by people who make more money than I do.
Right.
And so after I put my foot down and I say, and I tell people anyway, I don't loan out anything I can't afford to replace because I'm not going to let a thing come between me and a friend. So I don't loan out my cars. No, you cannot take my car to the store. I'll take you.
Good.
Yeah, I don't loan my car out. That's weird. I've never borrowed anybody's car but my mom's.
Me
Like,
either.
yeah, you just don't ask somebody, oh, hey, can I borrow your car? I don't have one. Oh, and I don't have a license. So,
No.
that whole nine. So, yeah, no, you cannot borrow my, well, I did loan my car to Dooley when he was dying, but I didn't know he was dying. Um, anyway, but it's not just a one and done, it's a monthly thing. Like I know when a certain person gets paid, and I should never know. And I tell everybody, get out of everybody's pockets. You take care of your
Right.
house, and you take care of your house, and you take care of your house. And if you can't do it, then you find a budget that can help you take care of your house.
Right.
And none of them will listen to me. Everybody, they tell I should not know when and how much somebody makes, but they're willing to tell you. Well, now that you've
Because
told me and I know that you make $1,000 a month of more than me, I'm not helping you. Because
exactly, like,
not only do you make $1,000 more a month than me, you don't have any bills. No car insurance,
exactly.
no utilities, no nothing, no bills. What the fuck do you do with that much money in a week that you're broke a week after you get paid? No one can do that much meth.
Oh my God, they're fucking coming to you on your fixed income to take your fucking money for their
Yep.
drug habit, and they're
Yep.
making more money than you. Are you fucking
Yep.
kidding me? I
No,
would
I'm
beat
not.
someone's ass.
And I had a friend that would they always sent me the message would always say, hey. And I would tell her, stop haying me. If you want something, just say it. Don't hay me. Because I was told that hey was on a group text that she was just throwing a line out there to see who would bite.
Oh
And
my
so
God,
I,
what a loser.
right. So I told her, stop paying me. Just get to the point. And to
Right.
the point is always, will you take me? Can I borrow? Do you have
Oh
all of that?
my
So then I have
God.
to revise it. And I said, if you can't message me without needing something, don't message me when you do.
Right.
So
It's
then I got a couple of random how you doings, and that's kind of faded off. And so and she's the only person like I'll okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Don't ask me for nothing. If I've got it, I'll offer it to you. And when I leave the house, which I always run my errands the first week after payday because I get paid like everybody else on disability, and I get everything done that day. So
Mhm,
I just have to pick up next to nothing the rest of the month.
mhm,
And so I said, I will tell you when I'm going to the store. And if you can go or you need to go, I'm happy to come get you and we'll go to the store. So I do that. Well, fuck me if I haven't caught on to that bitch. We'll get a bunch of groceries and then, oh, her card isn't working. Or,
Oh.
she can't afford the milk that she put up there. And so I fixed that and I started leaving the store before she checked out, right? so that they would,
Oh
so she would
my
have to actually
god.
put her shit away, and I wouldn't, say, go ahead and get it and you can pay me back. And to be fair, she most of the time had paid me back. And but I was tired of that too, because that's a manipulation all its own. Don't come with me because if you're short on money, I'll make up the difference. Fuck that
Exactly.
shit. So I stopped doing that. So, and I would leave the store before she checked out. So then, um, and then if I needed to go across the street and get something from the dollar store, I would make sure she didn't need to go. I would ask her ahead of time, do you need to go across the street? No, I'm good. Okay, well, I need to go. And then I would jump out real fast and walk in and not ask her to come in with me. Well, I didn't jump out fast enough last time. She says, could you grab me a gallon of milk? I'm like, motherfucker.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
So now I'm gonna revise it one more time.
What are you gonna
And
do?
I'm not gonna if she needs to go to the store, I'll take her to the store and then I'll take her home and do the rest of my errands without her.
Wow.
Which it takes me 2 or 3 hours to get everything done. Cause like I said, I do it for the month so that I don't have to leave.
Yeah,
And
which is smart.
yeah, cause it fucking costs me money every time I leave the house. So I just stay home. I have lots to keep me occupied. I mean, I am never bored. God has blessed me with a brain that never shuts off. That's also a curse. But I'm never bored ever. And
Me either.
yeah, so I can stay home all month long for years and never worry about it. And so I don't know.
Ew.
It's just a lot.
Well,
And
like, I have an addiction to buying shit that I don't necessarily need. And I will say that I don't put that burden on anyone else. If I need to go to the store, like I gotta fucking work and go to the store and buy my shit. I've just always been that way to like really not want to burden other people and also confrontation, asking for money, that type of thing. It like honestly humiliate it like
yeah,
it causes me anxiety. And so that's why I think I just work so hard to never have to do that because I'm anxious to do that.
right. And if you don't have the money for something, don't buy it.
Right.
If
I
it,
yeah.
find a different, I've had to, there are several things that I've had to let go of because I can't afford to do it without it causing my daily life to be less than what I want it to be. Because
Right.
I have a pretty good fucking life, I've
I
got
think you
a,
do.
yeah, I mean, it's the life I choose. I choose not to have a bunch of people around because I I've learned my lesson, and they're either gonna suck and use me, or they're gonna suck and I'm gonna love them so much and then they're gonna die. And so
Yeah.
I'm better off like this, I'm better off the way I am for my psyche, my fucking mental health. That's what I have to do because I'm
Yep.
too quick to say, even if I don't have the money, okay, I'll put it on my charge card and you can pay me later. Well, later
Mhm.
never comes most of the time, but I will always fucking say yes. And since I can't control that, then I have to stay away from it.
Yep. And hey, if you were working a job where you're making thousands upon thousands like weekly, I'm sure you would want to give at that point, you
For
know?
sure.
You'd yeah, you'd want to be like, "Hey, I'll buy that gallon of milk for you." But you're on a fixed income. That's not fair to you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because when I hit town, I had money from selling my house. Couldn't get rid of that money quick enough, and now I got no money, and I got nobody bothering me either.
Yep. Which sucks. It does suck because when you get money like that, it does go really quick. Like you
Hmm.
just want to give or buy or spend it on your new house,
Well, I did do
whatever.
that. I mean, I set myself up. I don't think, I mean, I could always use appliances because I fucking love them.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking, oh man, a panini maker would be great. I have a waffle iron. I don't need a panini maker.
You can use that.
Exactly. So, but it's the thought. But everything I have, I like my food saver, I freaking squish the air out of everything. And it does help me save money. It does keep my
Good.
food fat better, longer, the whole thing. It does do that. So, heck yeah, I love that thing. Bread maker makes a fucking the bread isn't not like regular bread, it's more not really crumbly, but that's all, but it makes some fucking great grilled cheese. So I use my bread
Ooh.
maker. I use everything.
Well, it's funny you mention your like whatever that thing is for your food, the
The food saver?
uh yeah, because Anne the other day was like, "Hey Hamilton, can you use that on your weed?"
I think you
I'm like,
can, right?
"Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
and
Yeah."
freeze it for sure.
Or even just put it in those bags to airtight seal the bags cuz I've bought weed before where it was in those.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
I
know
was
what's I
like,
mean, unless you're gonna save it for a long time, I don't know what you would do that for, but
yeah. It's just funny though that she thought of that, the woman that does not smoke any weed.
she's funny.
Yeah.
I was thinking about her the other day and how she come in a little aggressive, like she did. She blocked Kathy right out the gate. And then she
Yeah.
blocked me for for telling Kathy everything she was saying, which she wasn't even talking about Kathy, but she would say, you know, hey, such and such, how you doing? And I would put Kathy, and just ask such and such how they're doing. Kathy, and just said blah blah,
Oh
something,
my god.
everything she would say. So I get what, but we didn't know her, and once again in Jizz Stain's fucking chat. But anyway, but she did come in a little bit like that, but not anything like she is now after all the bullshit that she's taken for the same tragedies that we all take shit from those people. Do you know when you
Right.
talk to Ann off of YouTube, her she giggles, she laughs, her tone
Mhm.
is so light, to take her out of this environment, she's awesome. Not that she's not awesome here. I
Right.
just don't care for how they fight with her. Or, she
Oh.
sometimes she strikes first because she knows they're gonna get her anyway.
Mhm.
So, but to talk to her offline is so great.
Yep.
It really is. She's just really a light-hearted person, and nobody would know that because nobody tried to get to know her.
Well, it says a lot about her that she came around and then stuck around, even with her like I mean, she definitely probably was more sensitive back then. She's definitely toughened up, I'd say. She still has her moments of like, being offended by things, but
Yeah.
she definitely has toughened up, I'd say.
I hate that she had to, and I hate that I have to, that I, and now it doesn't bother me. This, just like Dr. Trichomonas the other night, with her making a big old thing about don't bring kids in it, don't bring kids in it. And then I could hear him saying the same thing. And I was like, this motherfucker, he's gonna say
Right?
that. And all I had to do was go on Hamilton's panel and say, ask Dr. Trichomonas what he thinks of my parenting and my kid. That's all I had to say. And he goes on this tangent. And I
And that
hate,
girl's like, and that girl was trying to act like, I don't know about, well, you were just saying we talk
right.
about kids, and
Yeah,
now you don't know? Okay.
right. And so that has nothing to do with Hamilton, but and but that's all I have to do to set him off. That's all I had to do with Digger.
Hmm?
Just mention my kid and he will show his true colors quicker than anything. And I hate that I can do that now and it not bother me. I wish it still bothered me. To hear
I
somebody
know.
call my kid the things that he's called my parenting, fuck what they think about my parenting. It's what they say about my kid, you know?
Exactly. It is so fucking like
And I hate that
demonic.
it doesn't bother me. I think it's creepy that Icky and Digger and whoever else has pictures of my child on their devices. That
Mm-hmm.
kind of gives me the willies. But other than that, they can say what they want. But I can
Right.
always show their true colors just by mentioning him.
Exactly.
And I can mention him because he had almost 21 years of life. And, you know, things happened in those 20 years. So I can talk about
Absolutely.
him.
And like people to even have anything to say is the craziest shit I've ever heard.
And Anne should be able to talk about her husband without somebody coming back on in a troll name talking shit.
Exactly. Yep.
Because that's gross. She loved that man. She chose to love that man.
Oh my god. Hi, Pilgor and Dopey. Good morning.
Is that who Pilgor is? The AZ
Yep.
treasure hunter? Right
Mm-hmm.
on.
They have property in Arizona somewhere and they grow and they also sell on eBay.
Weed?
No. Sorry, yeah, that I should have explained more. They grow weed, but they they grow weed, but they resell like shit on eBay. Like if they find like let's say a $2 bill with um like something wrong with it, and it goes for more money or like a coin or like anything they find, like they'll thrift and like sell. And apparently they do really well on there.
Isn't that horrible? He says they had stories made up about them as well. But
Yep.
again, like I said earlier, our words are our only weapons, and some people just have bigger weapons.
Yep.
And that doesn't mean they have a better vocabulary. They just have a nastier one and no filter. There's no
Yep.
reason for anybody to go at Mad Mac for saying he has cancer. If he's lying about it, just ignore him. Don't give him the attention that he wants if he's lying about having cancer. But for fuck's sake, what if he's not?
Right.
If
How
somebody
bad will you feel?
well, they won't. They won't. Not one bit. They won't feel bad. Hey, Tracy.
Oh my god, good morning, Tracy. I'm so sorry about Buddy.
I'm sorry, Tracy. It's really weird.
RIP.
Okay, so I was just thinking like way back when I first started watching Hamilton, which the first time I saw him was on Jiz Stain's panel, so that's why I started following him.
Hmm.
Um his chats were so fucking fun because everybody got along. Like Dave
Hmm.
and I remember Budsville, I remember Pilgor, Emerald Isle, all of them being up on his panel, and they were fucking hysterically funny.
Yeah.
And it just sucks that it's not like that anymore. And we all
I
used to have
know.
channels like that, but it just takes one bad apple to spoil the cart.
I'm
It's
so
gonna be all
sorry.
right, Tracy. He's better because you know he's better. And
Yep.
we miss our babies. That's all. You had
Absolutely.
him for so long. You gave him a good life, honey. I don't get up and take my dogs out when they need to pee. I have a door with a hole in it so the dogs can come and go
Did
wherever they want.
you get that fixed or whatever?
I
Didn't you
taped
need
it.
to fix? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
where the cats tore off the doggy door. Little
Yeah.
fuckers.
Yeah, you know what's funny is Pilgor actually has a video on his channel. It's not funny, but it's true. Pilgor has a video on his channel where he uh shows like adult protective services coming to his home because he has his older uncle that he cares for there, and they called Adult Protective Services on them. Like the YouTube people, the YouTube haters.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had them called on my mom too. My mom had already been living with me for 2 months though, and I found a card on the. It was one of those that you could put on a doorknob, a
Hmm.
long like flyer thing, and I ignored it for a long time, thinking it was like insurance company or whatever. So then I went. I had gone to her house and I pulled it off, and it says, um, "Adult Protective Services, we're here for a visit. Please call as soon as possible." So of course I call and I'm like, yada yada yada, this is who I am. And she's like, well, we got a report that your mother had been abandoned over there. And I said, my mother isn't even living over there. She's been with me for over a month. Oh well. And I'm like, you dumb motherfuckers.
Wow.
And you know who that hurts? That hurts the adult parent who needs to be in that situation. And it hurts the kids who need to be with their parents. So they
Yep.
wouldn't have just hurt me if something had ever come from the Secret Service or Adult Protective Services. They would have hurt, my animals if I had been locked up, or it would just. Mm,
Yeah, like it, Joanne, it's so fucking hilarious that you say that because earlier that fake Budsville account was like something about CPS or whatever.
yeah,
And it's funny because Hammy and I were talking about Dr. Sean Diddy Combs and how, like, oh man, like, if only someone would show CPS. And I'm thinking, no, 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 no. I wouldn't want CPS to be called if it were me. I don't want anybody to call CPS because, in my humble opinion, you first of all, sometimes men like him will beat her harder over CPS being
right.
called.
Yep.
And second of all, let's say CPS does take the kids. Where are they going to put them? How do you know that they're going to put them in a safe home? How do you know that the dad of that home isn't going to touch them? The mom isn't going to touch them? How do you know they're not going to beat them? I don't believe in that. I just believe that Dr. Sean Diddy Combs and Sammy need to get their shit together and be better parents so that they don't have to worry about their kids getting taken from them and what could happen.
Right. True story. Yeah, Pilgrim. I think that I think you may have even been in Hamilton's chat or on his panel even when I played the video of the Secret Service coming to my house, because during Trump's first administration, somebody had cloned my whole channel,
Oh,
had
yeah.
the background, the whole thing, cloned my channel and went into AJ Adventures chat and said that the quote was, my ex-husband's going to buy me the plane tickets to go to Washington and teach Trump's daughter a thing or two. I didn't know he had a daughter. Don't know. I at that point knew nothing about him other than he was president and he didn't like Rosie O'Donnell. That's it. That was the extent of what I knew about Trump as a president. And so
Right.
I legit had Secret Service at my house, going through my entire house, cabinets, closets, drawers, everything, looking for I don't know what. He said, do you have any
The
pictures of
Easter
Trump?
Bunny.
Yeah, yep. But I didn't have anything to hide, so I let him in.
Yep. And like Tracy, you should, if anything, I just want you to know, Tracy, Beckers pretends to be your friend, but I saw the most fucking heinous, vile, disgusting comment from her about you. She was like, oh, how dare Tracy have allowed her dog to live that long when he was suffering in pain? The only reason she did that is to steal his drugs from him.
Oh
Beckers,
my
you're a
God.
yeah, Beckers, you're a low down, dirty whore. Is that why your kids have grooming businesses so that they could steal dogs' drugs from them? I could say the same about you, dumb bitch.
Wow. Yeah, she said I fucking doxed her daughter too, which is such horse shit.
Yep.
I have not ever doxed anybody ever. Ever.
Yep.
No, there was somebody I doxed, but now I can't remember who it was. But I always say that I did dox them. But it wasn't like their street address, the number, and the zip code, and all that. Oh, it was Eddie.
Uh,
And that
I'm
was
sure he didn't
what the
care.
stopped us from doxing somebody was that. So back in the day, this is again years ago. Um, back in the day, uh, Rick was trying to infiltrate Evan and his hoorahs. And that's when the 3-3 had first started, and Tally was a part of it. Well, Tally and I were friends, only nobody knew it because he was such a Zane troll that, you know, I liked Zane. He didn't. Well, I don't think he disliked him. I think he just trolled him. But, you know, he didn't want to be friends with a Zane fan, and I didn't want to be friends with a Zane troll publicly if it didn't need to be out there, which it didn't not need to be out there. We just anyway, Tally
Oh,
and I were friends
Tracy.
and nobody knew.
Hey,
Hey,
Trey.
Hey Tracy, you alright, honey?
I'm sorry.
no, and you know what? The reason why she's saying that shit is because I blocked her. I
Oh.
no, the fucking boys have always been pieces of shit.
They are pieces of living
They
shit
are,
for saying that
especially
about
The
you.
boys have all, they're fucking so in the middle of all the bullshit that happens to people like us offline.
yep.
Yep.
Right in the fucking middle of it. And Miss Boyd come up there and I missed her, so I couldn't block her. So I'm like, all right, well, we'll play nice and nice for a minute, right? And then she come up again, and I hit it. I was able to hit it to block it because you know how you can only scroll so far up.
Yeah.
And then when she did it again, I'm like, gotcha, bitch. Now you fucking blocked with your fucking old man too, you fucking cunt.
Yep.
Don't
Yeah,
call
I
her a
fucking
monkey
played
face
nice and
because
nice, and
they'll
so
make
she
it a
typed
racial
again.
thing.
Because
Yeah,
I
I
won't
don't.
go to their streams to block people. Because I can't stand to listen to motherfucking hate.
Same.
I won't do it.
That's what I think. I hope got Budsville to come around is, you know, the enemy of my enemy is your friend, but if you still can't hang with the kind of shit that they do, you just can't. So I hope
Well,
that
Budville
common
saw all the
sense.
bullshit I was going through.
Yeah. They
Fucking
did some
cops
heinous
coming to
shit to
my
you as
house,
well.
ambulances coming to my house, and fucking snowstorms.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean, we had
bullshit.
accidents all over the fucking place. People were getting hurt, and they sent the fucking ambulance to my house during a major snowstorm.
Right. When they're wasting the cops' time,
We've only
who's
got two
dying because of that?
ambulances, Joanne.
Mm.
And one of them's at
Wow.
my house over some
Yeah.
stupid shit.
Wow.
Mm. I tell you what, I can't wait. Minecraft's coming for Denise.
Well, I just like to say Jizstain was literally in that chat telling people to call the police that day. I
What?
saw it. She was
Call the
that
police for
day
what?
that remember sorry, this is so random. That day that or the fire department, that day that uh Tracy's like
The
thing looked
lamp
like
The
it.
and the
lamp?
Yeah.
Yeah,
incense.
I called
Yeah.
Tracy.
It,
Nobody fucking bothered to call her.
I
No,
know.
they're right there. My fucking friend right there, Joanne, called me. And I said, Joanne, it's the lamp and it's the incense in front of it.
And she
And
showed
another
it.
one who, we
Yep.
was on a three-way phone call with, what's his name? The Mexican there. That went
Andrew
to
Guzman.
Andrew. It
Yep.
was a three-way phone call right outside that fucking door because Budweiser had to go pee.
Yep.
Yeah, it was that woman right there, Joanne, my best friend too, because she called. She went,
Yeah.
"Are you okay?" And I said, "Look, it's the color of the
She
bottom of the
showed it.
lamp and the
Yep.
incense in front of it."
It
Right, because
yeah,
you
it
were walking
totally
around
looked
your house and your phone was moving, and so it was like a blur, and it
Yeah.
totally looked like a flame, and it looked like a flame
Uh-huh.
to me too. But instead
That
of
and the
calling the
fire
fire
alarm went off.
department,
The fire alarm went off. That's
yeah,
because the battery was low. And I kept saying to people, I'm looking for
yep.
a battery
She's
to
walking
replace the
around,
battery.
not in any kind of hurry, so obviously it wasn't a fire.
No,
Exactly.
and Joanne called me and she's going, "And what the fuck is going on?" I said, "The battery. I can't find the fucking battery. And this is electrically connected to the building, to the main box in the office. So I have to get a battery, a good battery to cut the fire alarm off.
Right.
Because it's hardwired."
It was so funny though because she was like, "Oh my god, I'm so worried about her. Someone please call Becker's call. Becker's call." Like Jizstain was the one like directing people to call. And I'll never forget it. I'm sitting there
Oh,
like, "Oh
Stella
my
felt so
god."
fucking bad because she was right in the middle of it going, "Oh, fuck, man." Because Stella called too. Stella called the
Yeah.
fire department too. And I'm like, "What? Could have nobody called me?" I got right back up on there because I laid my phone down and I hit the wrong button and it knocked me off stream.
Mhm.
So when I come back in, because I was talking to Joanne, and I
Yeah.
got right back on stream, and I'm going, "People, it's a battery.
You're
And
like,
a
"Please
little
leave me
fucking
alone."
9-volt battery is what I'm missing."
Right. She wasn't racing around like, oh, well, she didn't want to
No.
call the fire department because she didn't want them to see her drugs.
Fuck, you think
She
I'm gonna
wasn't
be
racing
live
around
streaming
hiding
with
her
fucking
drugs.
8
Right?
apartments? I'm gonna be cleaning elderly out of the fucking apartment. Fuck live streaming. I'm gonna get
Yep.
elderly out. I'm gonna grab a fire extinguisher and put this shit out.
Exactly. Because, like, even if it was a fire, maybe you just put a wet
No, we
towel
got
over it.
big
No more
fire
fire.
extinguisher.
Yeah.
Right.
No more fire. But
Yeah,
yeah, so
done. I've been out there fucking getting this 90-something-year-old woman that's on the back wall of my fucking living room.
I'll be right back. I have to go grab something from my car. I'll be right back.
Okay. I miss you, Joanne.
me too, honey. I'm sorry about your baby, but you know your baby's good.
Oh, I know. I
It's
know.
just us.
His head was gone. I told everybody, I said the first time he has a seizure, is immediately I will dispose of Budweiser and send him to God. You know what I mean? Even
Yeah.
fucking Jose came up on my, or it didn't come up on the pen, but came in the chat and he's going, "You okay?" Because he knew how much I loved him. It's just all night long I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking I got to get up in the middle of the night and let him out. And
It's
you
going to
know,
be hard, honey.
my cat won't leave me. The cat keeps fucking meowing, searching for him. I'm like, "God damn it,
Yeah.
cat."
You think that they don't pay attention to each other, but when one's missing, they sure know.
Oh, hell yeah, because they've been together for 13 years. The cat's 13-year-old.
Mm.
And when I didn't come home with Budweiser, I came home with his collar on my belt loop of my blue jeans.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she went ape shit.
Poor baby.
She's right here with me now. So I'm down. I went to look for a cat, for a dog,
Yeah.
so I could have another puppy because it's so lonely here. And 250 fucking $350 for a pound puppy.
Wow. Can
And
you look
I'd
on
rather get
Craigslist?
one out of a pound that's been locked up in jail, you
Can you find
know.
one on Craigslist for free that you might like?
I never thought of Craigslist.
Yeah, they have you have to deliberately search Craigslist
Um,
pets
yeah.
because it says that you're not supposed to put pets on there,
Oh,
but people do, so you have to specifically
well,
um
Daddy found a wife on Craigslist.
oh, right on.
Yeah, yeah. He found I don't know what you call them. They's like what we went to war
Mail order
with,
bride,
you know.
kind of.
Yeah, he found he. I don't know what Uncle John used to. I know this is a bad word, but he used to call them gooks
I'm
when we
back.
got home from Vietnam War. She was
I,
one of them people. I don't know what to call them besides that because I don't know the
well,
word.
people that fought in that war, I think, are the only people justified in calling them that, but when you're being tried to be killed by somebody, it's
Yeah.
hard to
Well, what
find
do you
something nice
call
to
them?
call them.
What's the other word? What would we call them?
Whoa.
Asians,
Oh, okay.
What is it that she's trying to think of a word for?
I said,
Vietnamese people, mail order brides.
yeah,
Oh,
mail order bride out of Craigslist. My daddy got one out of Craigslist and married her, and I didn't know what to call it, where they were from. And the only thing I remember them called was, and it's a bad word, I said gook, and I don't know what else. And I just learned that they called Asians. I
yep.
didn't know what to call them. I
Yep,
didn't
they're
know
What's your
what
called
the
zip
other
code,
word
Asians.
was.
Tracy?
You
What's your
know,
zip
hell, I
code?
don't even know where Vietnam is.
What's your zip code?
Well, it's close to
My zip
Hawaii,
code
I think.
Yeah,
01094.
01. Hold on, I'm or can't
94.
01094. Go. I don't know how to work this fucking laptop. There we go. Let's try that. Okay.
Guess what?
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 Wait, what are you guys looking up right now?
She's
Stuff
looking up
and
a puppy.
things.
I just got my refund for my Lululemon back to my card and they're deactivating the gift card.
Oh, right on.
Yay!
That woman was mean to you.
Yep.
Winning.
And I just walked right out of there and I'm like, I'm not even going to confront her about her
I don't
mean
blame you.
attitude.
Just
Yep.
hand up. Fuck that.
Hand it to God, right, Tracy?
That's right. Yeah, let God just. I ain't in the mood for this. This will all be settled. Yep. Yeah. I got it. Just let go. Let God.
Yep.
All hell's gonna rain down on the icky pretty soon. Cause guess what?
What?
I I got all my taxes paid for. I got all my excise taxes. Everything's paid for. So now I can save money to go south and get a
Hell
driver's license.
yeah!
I'm gonna get a driver's
Congratulations!
license and a fucking place to live. Ain't figured out where I'm gonna live. But after I'm done that, I'm going to Daytona for another tattoo. And we gonna play Minecraft.
She's
Wow,
And
gonna
then
I
I'm
lie
like
going to
that.
again and say I
California
was out of town.
to get Lisa and play Minecraft. And they think I'm kidding. They're stupid enough to think I'm kidding. After what these motherfuckers did to me, I'm going to Minecraft your motherfucking asses. And I don't
Oh
mind.
my god, I can't wait for your future,
I
Tracy.
don't mind going to jail. It's a vacation and it's only a weekend because slapping your asses down in fucking Minecraft is only a fucking misdemeanor.
Are you close to Boston?
No, I'm Worcester. I'm in the middle of the state. Worcester. It doesn't
Okay.
sound like it.
WORCESTR, yeah?
Yeah, Worcester. I'm close to Worcester.
I
Boston's like 76 miles away.
That's not that bad, Tracy. I bet you people drive there for work every day, huh?
Yeah, they take the Mass Pike, and it is that bad. It's
Oh, it is.
clusterfuck.
Oh God.
Oh, it's a clusterfuck, girlfriend. Oh, it's bad. It's bad.
See, like here, 76 miles, it's like, if you just drive a straight road, it's not too bad.
But not in Arizona.
Right.
Mostly it's a straight shot doing this for some reason.
Yep.
Okay, I'll get there in a minute. Let's crank the music. See, you go around here because we're so clusterfuck together, right? Except for in the woods out here where I'm at. That you get on that Mass Pike and you're like, you ain't got time to listen to music. Your head's like a fucking goddamn pinball.
Oh, wow.
No, you should try being on a motorcycle in a Mass Pike. Scary.
So you're gonna move to Virginia?
No, I'm going home as soon as I get my truck paid off. I was a month ahead on the payments, but by the time my birthday comes, I'll be a couple months ahead because I'll be busting ass. I'll throw every bit. My early payout is under $10,000 now
Oh my God,
Yay.
on that
congratulations.
$52,000 fucking loan.
Right on.
Wow.
And I did it in I still have the loan doesn't mature until, I think I'm using the right words, doesn't mature until July of next year. And
Mm.
I'm under the early payout already.
Wow, congrats. That's great.
You know what I mean?
So do you think you'll be moving there like in a year?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm going
Okay.
there this year. I'm going there this year on vacation so I can scout out that 6-bedroom house for $36,000 that I could probably get for $30,000.
Wow.
So and once I get Cecil and I go down there for vacation to look for a house to put Cecil in, and then
You
I'll
can't
get
share
my
a six
license.
bedroom house with him?
Huh?
You can't share a 6 bedroom house with Cecil?
No, I'm gonna get my driver's license, leave him there at the house, and I'm going on fucking road trips.
Okay.
Cause I'll say I'll be home when I get there, Bubba. I'll leave him the truck and I'll take the motorcycle and I'm going fucking Florida. And there ain't gonna be nobody around me to tell me I can't do what I'm fixing to fucking do to that
Oh
motherfucker.
God, we might
In
need to
my
ask
back.
people to go with you.
And it ain't gonna be televised, just like I didn't televise knocking on that trailer door. Because they could have got me for stalking had I been live streaming it. Because there's a
Oh.
stalking law in Florida. That's why I didn't. She goes, "Oh, you knocked on my motherfucking door, bitch! You left the country after inviting me for a goddamn drink." She did. She got a hold of me and said, "Oh, I'm in Barbados or some bullshit like that." Yeah, I'm with my family. Sorry, I'm not even in the country. That was right after fucking the dude left.
I
If the
remember when she was
dude and I
pretending to
had
be there.
known, and
Hmm.
Pete and everybody had let me in on what they were doing, oh my gosh, she'd have been so goddamn scared she'd have shit all over herself. She'd have had
Mm.
that fucking goddamn, what do you call it, that nervous breakdown she talks about from being in public. You fucking
Yeah,
reached well, motherfucker. I can't wait. Minecraft's coming.
that
I
is
told
so
you,
cool.
best served on a cold platter. That
Hell
platter's getting
yeah.
colder and colder every fucking day, and I am so close. As soon it snowed last night here.
Did
Oh,
it?
it
I mean, it
did?
snowed
It's
like
gonna
3
be
inches.
92 on Saturday, Tracy.
That's too hot. It's too
She's
hot.
like, fuck that.
Uh, I love that building that's by Joanne's. There's a big old fucking building, and it's like it's cheap as shit. Old furniture store.
I'm
Oh.
telling you, you should totally move here.
I
I
know
mean,
it,
if
but
you
it's
like
so fucking
impoverished
hot.
towns, you got me and you, and I won't ever borrow your vehicles, and you don't have to borrow money, and so we're good.
No, I wouldn't do that to friends. Your friends don't do that to other friends. But if
Yeah,
they in a bind,
I'll be right back.
I'll loan you one of my vehicles and go, hey, it's got insurance and shit happens. I wouldn't be mad if something happens because
right,
we're friends and I know you wouldn't have done it on purpose. You can't anticipate somebody else fucking you up.
right,
If you let somebody borrow something, you always run the risk of not getting said item back.
exactly.
Just like if you give somebody money, you give it free of
You
will,
give it right, and don't
it's
expect it
done.
back,
You
so you're
don't
not
mention
a
it
yep.
no more.
And don't let stuff and money come between you and a
No,
friend. So
never
just
in friendship.
don't yeah, so don't even start that bad habit.
And I tell you what, I borrowed money from friends. I had to give $500. What a couple? No, it ended up being $750. And they waited till my next paycheck. Didn't charge me interest or nothing. My friend didn't. Because I had everything piled on me just this month went boom. And I'm like, motherfuck me running. I need some bucks.
I'm back.
So I went to my local
Welcome
drug
back.
dealer and I fucking borrowed
Yes.
$750. And I tell you what, he saved my ass. But he knew I could have fucked him, but he kind of knows where I live. You know, not like he could have done anything about it, but yeah. I paid him back. It took me, what, 2.5 weeks, because I get paid every 2.5 weeks. But he saved my ass. You got to know who you're giving the money to.
Yep.
It's
But
funny,
yeah.
as I was walking away, I heard Tracy offering to let Joanne drive her car.
Oh, yeah, I'd
And
let
usually
Joanne drive my cars.
Joanne has to give her car to, or people are asking Joanne to borrow her car.
And not with the people who's running around her fucking neighborhood. You got goddamn meth heads running around her front yard.
You know, he's
No,
left me alone since he got out of jail. He's, you
but
know, he waves at me and says
Well, I bet
hi
he's
and
a
how about
little
you come
embarrassed,
over and
Joanne.
stuff like that. But
Joanne, he's probably a little embarrassed. And look what they did for him while he was in jail
oh,
rebuilding
he's
his
already
apartment.
strung back out so bad.
Is he?
Oh yeah, that
He's
fentanyl,
back where
when
he
it gets a
started?
hold on these people, it doesn't stop.
You know, they said that's a psychological disease within their brain, being addicted.
You know what I was thinking about, all these paranoid people who don't want to give up their DNA and stuff like that, right? I
Oh,
was thinking about how back in the 50s,
yeah.
okay, so you remember that the nausea drug that they were giving pregnant women that
Yeah,
caused birth
Cecil
control?
gets it.
Right. So, you know, that drug that they were experimenting on people and not telling them. Well, then I thought, well, they can't have stopped. The government can't have stopped doing crazy shit like that. But,
No,
and
they
then
had
I
our
thought
blood test
about
and everything.
how in ninth grade we did our blood typing, so we had to
Yep.
stick our finger and put our blood on this little, on these
I
two
didn't make it to
circles, and
ninth
they
grade, but
mailed it
yeah.
in. So who says that the government didn't just use that to get
Honey,
all of our
from the
DNA?
day of your birth, from your umbilical cord, they have your DNA. And then the minute you get a social security number, you are property of this here United motherfucking States, whether you like it or not.
Yep. I'm not worried about it.
how do I give it back? I'm just kidding.
How do you give it back? Go back to your country of origin. It's about the
I'm
only way.
here.
And I'm not being mean. You know that, Nads.
I know.
But I'm just saying that's the only way. But and they'll still have the fucking info. You know
Tracy,
they
you
can
want a big
rebuild a
dog
child
or a
off of
little
your
dog?
fucking what you was birthed from, that placenta sac and that fucking thing. Yeah, they use that shit.
Yep.
They use it for medications because at a certain point, especially for abortions and shit like that, for at a certain point, the baby is neither male nor female. So therefore, if that baby aborted or miscarriage, they can use that skin to transplant onto burn victims because it's neither male nor female. And the adaptability with the body accepting is more likely at that point than it is at any time in a human being's life. And don't ask me how I know these things.
You want 2 free St. Bernards?
I would love that if I had my house. I'd be all covered in slobber, but I'd love it.
Yeah, they do like the slobber.
Oh my God.
You have
I
St.
gotta have
Bernard?
one that's under 30 pounds or under. And when I moved in, Budweiser was 29 and a half fucking pounds.
Aww.
Yeah. And then he got up to like, oh my God, he got up to almost 40 pounds. And the doc called him fat and I put him on diet and took away people's food. Do you know I just bought that huge roll of real meat dog food? It's sitting in the refrigerator.
Mm.
And I had him on a high protein diet and everything, you know. So I got all that. So now I got all this stuff, which would be great for a puppy because it's
Right.
soft food and everything like that. But You know, I even looking for an elderly dog at the fucking pound, and they wanted $250.
Oh my god.
This is no. I mean, Budweiser was 300, and I got it out of a pillhead's house.
Hmm.
You know, out of a dealer's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking little Budweiser was running around like a motherfucker after the cat. I can't stand that fucking dog. I said, how much? He said, I paid 300. I said, I'll be right back. Went to the ATM. And I fucking took my belt off of my breeches. I put it around Budweiser's neck and I snapped it once. And I said, you're my best friend now. And I walked the fuck out of the house. Well, I got my drugs too. But I walked out of the house and never went back to that cunt.
Tracy! God, it's adorable.
Yeah, he ain't gonna abuse a fucking animal around me. No. Well, Budweiser, I went ape shit on him once because I got him home and I was so broke because that was all the money I had in my kitty. And the mother, I had bought a pair of sneakers from fucking Walmart, so it tells you how poor I was. And he fucking ate the back, the heel around. And I looked at him and I had toys for him. And so I had to rudely show him that this is mine and this is yours. And then when I went to pick him up, he bit me and I went, well, then we see eye to eye. We's going to be the best roommates in the whole fucking world now. He was my roommate. He wasn't my dog. I didn't own that motherfucker.
Remember when you would have a friend over and they couldn't hug you because they
No, because I get bit. Remember that fucking broad, that 80-pound paperweight that kept trying to sit on the couch and be queer with me? That was weird. I'm naked in the bed and she comes through the back door and I was doing a live stream and she crawled in my waterbed. I didn't know that broad's name still for a month and a half.
You're the one getting bit by your dog, not her.
I kept saying, stop, I'm getting bit. Bastard. I'm motherfucking, and he never barked. Never barked. He barked 6 times in all 15 years that I had him. I had to fuck with him and fuck with him and fuck with him. Finally, he fucking barked, and I went, oh, you can. It ain't broken.
Oh, I just loved him so much.
He was the most awesome. I could take him anywhere, and he would foot for foot with me through Walmart.
Aww.
Never taught him any of this shit. So when I took him up to get his you got to take a test with your dog to get him federally as a fucking dog, you know, and get his vest and get a card and you get a long number that goes with it. That motherfucker passed with flying colors. I looked down and she goes, oh, you did a fantastic dog training that dog. And I went, I didn't do a fucking thing to this dog. This dog's doing this shit on its own. I was like, it was weird. He was opening fucking doors. I'm like, I didn't teach him that shit.
He's such a baby boy.
No,
I
there's
love
never
him.
been. Oh, you should have seen that when they put him not down, but you know, put him where he was damn near out. And I went over to say my goodbyes because I hate fucking needles, so I had to leave the room for the final shot. And I went outside, and I tell you what, my legs work like a motherfucker because I was up and down that fucking parking lot, goddamn crying like a motherfucker. And Cecil was with him, right? And I reached down there and I said, I'll see you on the other side. And I kissed him 3 times on the head.
Oh my God.
Right? And when I turned my back to open the door to go out, Cecil said that dog picked its head up. It's knocked out. Cecil lost it. That's when Cecil said, I can't. I got in the truck. I was having a cigarette. All of a sudden, Cecil come out the fucking office because I could see it through the window where the office he was at. And Cecil said, when Tracy, that dog picked his head up to say goodbye to you while you were walking out. He said, I fucking lost it when that dog did that. And then the nurse came out, and it didn't take it was under a minute.
Yeah,
I
it's so
love you,
fast
buddy. I'm
turnaround.
so sorry.
I got him cremated. It cost me $315, and now I'm overdrawn $21 at the bank, which is gonna cost me $32.
If
But
you
that's
get it
okay.
in today, will it still cost you?
$315 to
No,
100.
but will it still cost you if you get it in today? If you get your money in today, the
Uh,
$20.
no, not yet, cause nobody. The rent check hadn't gone through yet.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, what the fuck? You better tell us fucking $20 is gonna cost you
Well,
$30.
$21 is what it is. It's gonna cost me. I shouldn't have said nothing.
She said she's so sorry. And yes, you should say something because now Joanne's gonna send it to you.
Well, yours is what helped. What I was one of the favorite people that Natalie helped, and I'm sorry, Nats, for turning you in.
There were only two of you.
Right? And when she said that, I went, no way. I said, there can't be more than me. And it was your $50 that helped for the last $50 on taking care of the vet bill yesterday.
You're welcome, Tracy.
I
I
was like,
I
oh
didn't
my
tell
God,
anyone I
Nat,
did
you
that.
don't know
You're
what
telling
that
everyone for the first
$50
time.
did. You helped send Budweiser, up to heaven, so no more suffering.
Good. That's what I wanted. Well,
And that's
honestly, I
what it.
sent it to you for you to have a good day. I had no idea that
Well,
that was happening.
I think that was a better place for it, though.
Yeah, for
Because now
sure.
I don't know the vet nothing, and I'm going to take. See, he was on guard, and people saying that I'm doing these drugs. The fucking dog was on goddamn gabapentin, and gabapentin shuts my kidneys down.
What's your cash app?
Yeah,
Tracy Lee Moore,
I'll look for it.
1965, I think.
Let me find it.
Yeah, I just got it.
It's $ Tracy Lee Moore 1965, and Tracy is with an EY.
Yeah, I know, D. I remember them nights you have been with me for a long time. She spent the whole 12-day stream when I did that 12-day stream. D was right there with me. Joanne's like, you slept with your arm up in the air all fucking night long. How did you do that? I said, I don't know what I was reaching for.
I put it in the chat in case.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's the one. Yeah.
I just think it's crazy that he was just so damn cute. Like, when are we
He
ever
woke up.
gonna?
He woke up yesterday morning, Nance, like he
Mhm.
was the same dog. He never once let me know he was. You know why he wouldn't go down? Cause he didn't want to leave me sad.
Aw, you think so?
I know so because once we got him where he was, he was at rest all the way. He was gone.
Yeah.
The doc took and felt. And he said, Tracy, he says, part of his skull is missing from the cancer dissolving the bone. I said,
Oh.
I told you, doc, that they wouldn't. But I promised Budweiser, I said, the first time you start to go into seizure, then I'm going to put you down. And I'm going to
Uh-huh.
send you to God. And
Huh?
I couldn't, when he had it, it was after 4 o'clock. So I had to wait till the next day. Do you know they called
Right.
Central at 7:30 in the morning yesterday
Mhm.
over him? And it was surgery day for the vet, the old hippie up on the top of the hill. And that motherfucker still took 2 hours to examine Budweiser because he couldn't get next to Budweiser because Budweiser don't like doctors.
Yeah.
2 hours with me still. I mean,
Wow.
that old hippie. And they looked at me and I said, I don't know if I can pay the whole bill. They said, we, don't worry about the money. And then Cecil had $80 cash in his pocket, $100 in his bank account. And then I had the $100 and then I put another $35 with it, which paid off the bill. And then I had to go buy tobacco. But yeah,
Go
that
put
was
that
how
money
we
in your
paid
bank.
it off.
Go put that money in your bank so you don't get charged the late fee.
I will. I will. As soon as I get off with you, because today's Friday.
Mhm.
Yeah. And see, I send out my taxes on Tuesday, a couple of days earlier than when I got paid, because it has to go to Louisville, Kentucky. So
Mhm.
I'll make sure I get it in the bank today.
Okay.
Because Cecil
Good.
right now, he's getting dressed because it's still early in the morning. He's got to drive me to the bank. But
Well,
I
Yeah.
just
I had a balance sitting in my Cash App from somebody that I didn't accept, so that's what I sent, just so as you know.
oh, I got dirty money.
No, you got very nice money.
Well, it's clean money now because it got laundered through you. You take it. You put
Wait a
your
minute,
loving
is
hands
that
all
what
over
this
that.
is?
Yeah,
Are
Yeah,
we
it's all
just
a trick.
laundering money for people?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, oh, that's right too. I didn't mean it that way.
Well, keep sending it. I
I know,
will watch
right?
it good at Walmart.
I just don't have wet money when you give it to someone because that might seem weird.
Wet. I've given banks wet money for where I've ended up running. Well, when you run motorcycle in the rain and in the snow, you get wet, and anything you pull out of your pocket is gonna be wet too. Thank God
Yeah.
money don't tear in half too easy because it's got cloth in it, I guess.
So that
Yeah.
chick that I was talking about going to the store with me and junk like that, right? Well, she borrowed. We went to Amarillo and she pulled the I don't have enough money, blah blah blah. So I paid for the rest of her stuff.
Yeah.
So and it was like
Wow.
$30. So she sends me 50, right?
Uh
And I said,
Oh.
but you didn't, I didn't use $50. It was only 30. She said, well, that was for for your trouble. And I said, well, I don't really need you to do that, but whatever. So then, not a week later, she messages me, do you happen to still have that money that I overpaid you? And I said, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it back to you. But if you ever do that again, I'm keeping it. I am not your bank. If you want to give me money to
Oh,
save
Who
for
did
wow.
you, I
that?
most definitely will. But don't overpay me. Tell me you're doing it as a favor and then ask me for it back. Don't fucking do it.
Dog Lips
No.
used to use me as a bank. I gave him $20. He sent me 60, and I wouldn't spend that money. I said, "Yeah, damn fucker." And so every time Dog Lips needed money, he would send me twice or three times the amount back. So when he passed away, I took that money, and me and Cecil added another $50 with it so we could give T $100 towards her daddy's passing. I didn't
Aw.
I didn't even spend Dog Lips money. I gave it to his youngin.
That's nice of you.
That's really like stealing.
I don't like when people use me that way either. Like, here, hold my money because I'm irresponsible, and then I'm gonna ask you for it.
Right.
If
Don't
you gotta
fucking
do
give it
that,
to
go get a
me.
bank account.
Yep.
Exactly.
No, but see, Dog Lips couldn't get a bank account or nothing like that. And Dog Lips was such pain. Oh God, that man was in so much pain with his guts and his legs and shit.
Yeah.
And I felt like, and nobody knew about it. So, when he'd say, "Damn, I wish I had a pack of cigarettes and a pint of vodka,"
Mm-hmm.
all right, he'd call me and he'd go, "Do I have anything in the kitty?" I'm going, "Fuck yeah, dude. You need fuel, you need whatever." He's like, "Yeah, I just need $20." And they turn around and give me like 40 back or 60 back. So when he passed away, he had almost $50 in there. So we just rounded it off to $100 and give it to T because it wasn't our money.
Yeah.
It wasn't our money. And he said, because one day he was so desperate for cigarettes, he says, Trey, I'll pay you 3 times the amount. And I'm like, don't you do that, you motherfucker. I'll
Well,
send you
just,
20 bucks.
yeah. If you don't borrow that much, don't worry about it.
You know what I mean? But when he
It's
did
pride
that,
too,
it
though,
just
you
made a
know?
kitty, and I would just pass it back and forth to him.
So it's funny you say that because, like, the way that I handle my money, so, like, I used to have a steady job, like a 9 to 5, but now I have, like, different jobs I do where I have to, like, save up all the money throughout the month.
Now,
And then on the first of the month, I will pay off everything. And then if I've got, like, leftover money, I'll, like, then what I do is I'll, like, make, like, little sections, like, here's for food, here's for
uh-huh.
this, here's for that.
That's
And
right.
then,
And this is my fun money.
yes, exactly.
And
And
you
the
don't always
money
get fun money.
And the money that I gave was money that I typically would have taken and spent at the casino. I'm
Yeah.
like I'm trying to cut back on that and instead like save more money and
Money gambling
stuff,
ain't
you
gonna
know?
get you nowhere.
I know it's not going to get me anywhere. They take all the winnings I ever get right back.
If you thought that going into a gambling joint and you gonna walk out with money, well, that's their business. They're meant to win. You're meant to
Exactly.
lose. Fuck you, pay them.
Yeah, like how do you think they have so many employees in that big ass building? Because they are the
Do you
winners.
know how much that big ass building costs to run just in the air conditioning and
Oh
light
yeah.
bill and shit? You know, the only one, it was Stella that was able to do that. She'd go in there and play the cheap slots and win $1,000, $2,000, and get the fuck out. She said, "That's it. I won. Good. I'm gone." And
Yeah.
it,
Well, I do that, but then I go
luckiest
back.
bitch in the world.
Yep.
Do
And
you win
I
anything?
do. I win, but then I go back and I will say though right now like okay, I have a casino stash, right? And it's all my winnings and it's the only money I use towards the casino and sometimes I'll
That
add to
yeah,
it.
that's your kitty money. That's your fun
Yes.
money.
I will say that I was surprised to see that there's like over $5,000 in that stash.
You know what? That's good to have nowadays as emergency money.
Exact. Yes, exactly. It will not be used at the casino. It will be like emergency, like if I need a new AC unit or if I need this
Mhm.
or that, you
You
know what I
got a
mean? Like so,
house. You got to have a little kitty. You don't know when the furnace is going out or
oh
a
yeah.
window gets broke from a bird flying into it or anything could happen.
Yep, and I'm gonna be hopefully building a new house. So I'm gonna be renting this house and then building a new house in a faraway area where they're pretty cheap right now. Because right
Oh,
now in
guess
my
what?
area,
You wait. You wait till fucking the beginning next the end of this year. The market's
uh-huh.
gonna fall out.
Okay.
And then buy. But you wait.
Aw,
You know, these
okay.
houses that are fucking $500,000 right now that were 4 years, 150,000.
Oh my God.
And now you can't get a house around here for under $300,000. Massachusetts is the highest fucking Commonwealth state
Oh,
in
I
the
know.
whole here United States to live in.
I had a friend who her husband was stationed there,
Yeah.
and she said that she lived in California, she lived in Massachusetts, she lived in New York, she lived in Montana, she lived in all these places because of the military. She
Yeah.
said Massachusetts was the worst of the worst of the worst and
Every
so
time you turn
expensive.
around, it's money. You buy the object, right? And you're done with the object. So you sell the object. Because you sold the object, you got to pay tax on it again. And then while you're owning said object, you have to pay the excise tax on that, on the property
Yeah.
tax on that shit. Tax,
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
Yeah. She's like,
But I
everything
tell you
is
what, we
so
have the highest
expensive.
income.
Yeah, well, you gotta if you're gonna have the highest fucking
They went
expenses.
up to over $1,000 on my rent this month, this year.
Oh
I'm
my
back
God.
over
See,
$1,000 for this.
like what I want to do, like in the area I live in right now, it's a very like lively, poppin' area. It wasn't very expensive, but now it's become fucking expensive. I can't afford a new
Then
house
if
here.
you're gonna sell while the market's high, but nobody's got any money right now because Mr. Trump or President Trump is going through line for line and getting rid of all the pork that was stuffed
Mhm.
into the bills for the last 4 years.
Yep,
Do
that's
you
for sure.
realize how many dead people are still collecting Social Security?
I know that's what he was saying. I was like, what the fuck?
One of them is almost 600 years old.
You were
Had a
supposed to
birthday
adopt a
though.
puppy and it
And a
was a
puppy I was supposed to
scam?
adopt was scammed. Oh, that motherfuckers. Dee told me that there was free puppies, and Dee's not that far away. She's only a couple hours
Mhm.
from me. I could get there, in no time. And Cecil would take me, and there was 2 more puppies left of the Boston Terriers, and
Mhm.
Budweiser hadn't had the seizures yet, and I missed out by 2 days of getting on them puppies.
Her closing date also got moved, but don't worry, you didn't get missed out on anything, Tracy. Apparently, it was a scam.
No way, D.
Hemorrhoids. I was like, what's hermits? Like, what's so bad about hermits?
Well, they can bite you. They
That's
pinch you.
true.
I had one. Cecil got me. He was my little buddy. He used to carry that little hermit crab all over the damn place. I'd stick him in my pocket.
Did you go to
Oh,
the oh fudge. It's WAR Worcester Animal Rescue League.
Yeah, that's the ones that want $350 and for an old dog, $250.
And
For an
do you
old
have a
dog
city
just 9
pound?
years old.
Do you have a city pound?
Yeah, that I checked every pound, and the least I could find, because I don't care what age the dog is, I'd want a dog that nobody else wants so it don't get
Yeah.
destroyed.
mhm.
Even if it's an older dog, I don't give a fuck. I'd rather save that older dog because puppies go like wildfire.
Yeah, yeah. I never worry about puppies at a dog pound.
You know,
I I
I
Well,
can't
can't
not
believe
walk
it.
through
never,
the
but
dog pound.
sometimes.
I can't. What I did one time when I went and got a dog from the pound, I couldn't go in there and see all them dogs because all I do is bawl my ass off. It's funny. I can watch a
Aw.
motherfucker die, but I can't see a dog or any
Aw.
animal hurt. It just tears me up. I can watch your ass fucking die and not drop a fucking tear until after you're dead, and then I go out somewhere and I cry. Right? And I went in there and I said, look, I want the dog that nobody wants. The one that has no chance of getting adopted. She goes, don't you want to see what it is first? I said, just bring me the fucking dog. She came out and she said, this is the one that we don't think nobody's going to adopt. And it's been here forever and a day. And that was that old beagle. And I had that some bitch. It lived to be 22, 24 years old before I had to put it down. And that was the one I got. And then I got Budweiser after, well, right in between there. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's so funny. If you walk in somewhere and you say, "I want the one no one wants," then
Nobody
you
wants.
literally have to go like that's like, "Oh, here's the one no one wants." Like
Yeah.
that was bad.
Yeah. She was so old, anyways. But she was the best damn baby going to, because I can't walk through there. It kills me. I can
Oh,
walk through a
you're
prison on death row and look at him and spit on the cell, but damned if I can't walk through a pound.
I'm looking at your local WorcesterARL.org,
Yeah.
yeah.
and
That's what I was looking
there's
at
the
too.
cutest little dog called Little Derby. Or
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
his
what I
name is
looked at too. The 10-year-old little dog. He looks ornery, huh?
Oh, he
yeah,
would be good. He'd be a good roommate, huh?
Yeah, he's
funny
10 years old. He
looking
looks
dog.
cute.
I kind of
See,
love him a
I
lot.
figure I'm gonna be 60 years old, so I only got 15 more years alive. So I got time for one more dog. But if I get an older dog, then I got time to rescue a couple dogs before I shit, kick the bucket.
200. So would he be considered the one of the 250?
Yeah.
Well, all the other ones say the price, but when you click on Little Derby, there's no price.
What's the other prices?
They're like 225.
Oh, 225, yeah.
Yeah, same. Yeah, it's just right there. Uh,
Little Derby is 10 years old and he enjoys walking and playing with toys.
he looks cute, Tracy.
Is he? He's
Yeah,
fucking cool. Does
it's
he look?
adorable. He looks
He,
blind.
he got. You can see the eyes is already
The
starting to fade.
cataracts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's a little dog, so that
Yeah, I
happens
would
to
be able
him.
to have them, and when they come from them places, they're vet checked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're vet checked, and if they got cut their nuts off or slice and dice to get the baby maker out, that's already been done.
I wonder if we can put a deposit on him and then I can help you with that next month.
Hell
Um,
yeah, we can do that. Well, why don't you go see what you like and then we'll make sure you get it. I mean, you need a new
where
dog.
where where is it?
Let's see what the
Let's
address
see.
says.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
damn it. I was
I feel
right
like
there
they
too.
give Little Derby for free.
Little
And there
Derby.
might be a reason for that.
Yep.
Let me get. I'll be right back. I gotta
Might
get
give
pen
you
and
a run
paper.
for your money.
I gotta give you pen and paper. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Pen and paper.
It's funny how we both saw the same dog.
Right? Yeah, he's cute. We
Honestly,
used to
I
have
don't.
a dog that her name was Rachel, and she was some kind of little terrier, and she didn't have two hairs that stuck in the same direction. She was just wiry and messy, and I loved her so much.
Yeah, cause I don't mind.
Okay, so it's called Worcester
Worcester,
Animal Rescue League.
Worcester, Worcester Animal hmm, Rescue in this league.
Yeah,
Okay,
and they have a dog called Little Derby, and I don't know, it
Little
might have, yeah, Little Derby.
Derby. And what's the phone number there? They got phone number?
Yeah, let me look.
Okay,
508
508
853
853
0030.
0030. Okay, I'll get a hold of them today. And
Well, look, so there's a Derby and there's a Little Derby. I don't know why. I don't know if they just name them that, but the Little Derby one, he might have some health problems, so definitely ask that first, and that way you won't get stuck with
Yeah,
possible
yeah,
vet
because
bills.
if it's got health problems, I wouldn't be able to afford all
right.
the
And they'll
premium.
take
Yeah,
care of his health problems.
So the
yeah,
and his name is Little. There's a Derby and then there's a Little Derby.
yeah, exactly. And
Okay,
it's the Little Derby one that I think is
it's a
cute.
Little Derby. I underlined the Little Derby.
Hey, Azel.
Hi,
They just
Hazel, I love
recycled the
you.
name before they got rid of the other dog.
All right, I
Our
got
I
bad.
just
They're twins, and we just figured we'd make everything match.
right. It's funny how they're like Derby and Little Derby.
mm,
Wow,
good dog.
they've got some nice looking pits. Doesn't everywhere have fucking pit bulls
I
everywhere?
know it.
I know.
The
Okay,
only
so
That's
thing
there's
is, when they grow
also
up, they're
oh,
gonna
that's
be about
large.
40 to 50 pounds for them standard Staffordshire Terriers. You know,
yeah.
I mean, when I move, I'll be able to, because what I do is when I'm down south, I can help by fostering dogs. Is what I was doing,
Oh
and help
yeah.
finding them a home. And I had the farm, so me and Cecil had like a 300-mile radius. We did Kentucky, West Virginia, Tennessee, and a cunt hair of Carolina, and we'd take in the dogs that nobody wanted and help
Mhm.
find them a home, you know, because and foster them. I fostered everything from hound dogs to beagles to fucking, oh my God, we've always done that. Well, I tell you, we're gonna foster youngins. Look at that little
Oh,
Oh
motherfucker.
shit!
yeah, that's little Derby.
Oh, he looks like little Bite Ice.
He
There we
was
go.
so cute.
Look at that. He's adorable.
Isn't he cute?
Oh yeah, look at them eyes. Don't look that bad.
Yeah, they're terrible, but he's an old man, I think.
It said he's 10 years old.
Well, hell, then he's got a good what? 5 years left.
Yeah.
Maybe more than that. Little dogs last forever.
Well, God, what was Muffy was 20 something years old when
Oh,
I put
yeah.
her in the ground.
That says
Right.
16 pounds. He doesn't look 16 pounds at all.
No, he don't, does he?
No, he looks like
No, he
he's
looks
Somebody
six
like a
must
little
pounds.
add their toe on
terrier.
the scale.
Tracy, are
Oh,
you
look at
near
little Derby,
Providence,
man. He
Rhode
looks like a little
Island?
bite ice motherfucker. Yeah,
Are
I'm
you
gonna get bit. I'm gonna get bit again.
near
I
Are
know
you near
it.
Providence, Rhode Island at all, Tracy?
That's a couple hours away.
Okay, because their animal rescue has little dogs, like more than yours does.
Providence, Rhode Island does.
Yeah.
Oh, see, yeah, this baby does have, he's got adrenal dependent Cushing's disease that requires medication and regular labs done.
Aw.
So
That's
he's probably out for you,
It's
Tracy.
probably going to be a bit expensive then for
Yeah, he'll be a
regular.
little pricey, but
Yeah.
I
what's the
wouldn't
other
mind the
place that has little
medication,
dogs?
but the lab works is gonna kill me because
Yeah.
I can't do the knee. I swear to God, when they pulled it, that doc the doc walked in with the needle to just calm, and put Budweiser so he was half asleep. And I swear to God, I saw that needle, and all of a sudden I fell against the wall. I said, "I gotta go." I said, "I gotta go."
Yeah. Well, that's probably why there's no price to adopt him.
What one are you looking at that has more little dogs?
I thought the let's see,
Providence, Rhode Island.
Providence. Yeah.
That's close to you, Tracy?
Yeah. All right, it's Providence, Rhode Island. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. The site that I saw did have more, but when you actually go to their site,
Yeah.
there's not that many. So cross that out.
Okay, I crossed it out. Okay, that's gone. Poor little Derby. See, if I be rich, man, I'd have me a damned old farm, and I'd have a shitload of foster kids and a whole bunch of critters. I've
Yeah.
already got a tax number down there. Just VA. Hi, Kristen.
Hey, Christian.
Yep. All right. So little Derby's too old, but I'm still going to keep this because if at 225, that's still cheaper than anything up in like Spencer and shit like that has that. See, if
Yeah,
I'll go in there to some of them and I'll just look and going, my dog broke, I need a new one, and
exactly.
and just give me the one that nobody else wants. I don't give a fuck what it looks like. It needs loving.
Yep.
I can't wait. I got a feeling that I get this 6-bedroom house for that third. Oh, look at that.
Look at that eye. He's got one blue eye and
Aww.
one brown eye.
Oh, look at that. He looks like a
What
fucking cool Wimmer Jimmer.
Says
a
he's gonna
little
be
cutie.
his name's Link, and it says that he's meeting. Okay, there's a picture of him.
Oh, he's a big boy.
Yeah, that looks too big, huh?
Yeah, that's too big. He's got to be under
Aw.
30. Oh, man, that would be so cool. Look at
Oh,
the loving. Look at that loving.
that silly thing.
Oh, that now see, that's my
Isn't
kind of
it
dog. That
cute?
silly looking little thing.
But that's how big he is.
Wow.
Look at that picture.
Is
It's
a
so
Oh, that
cute.
is such a fucking cool picture. And look at how clean and warm it looks in that place.
Well, he's in a foster home.
He's fostered out. Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. He looks so awesome.
But they does look at all the toys and stuff that they have.
Oh, look at they're a good foster home.
What a cutie.
Says looking for a furry friend who's ready to embark on all of life's adventures. Curious
Aww.
spirit, playful demeanor. Link could be the missing link to your family.
I take you fucking camping immediately.
Yeah. Adoption fee for puppies. Oh god. $4.25 for puppies,
Holy
$2.60 for
crap.
adults. Kittens are $1.25 and
How
adult
they
cats are
expect us
45.
people or regular people with economy the way it is to buy these
I
damn dogs
know.
for
Right.
rescue?
Yeah. Well, it's $2.60 for an adult dog, so that is at least we know.
Oh, look at them poor babies.
Wow.
See, that's why I love fostering animals, and that way I can give them to the forever homes. And I didn't charge anything.
There's another dog with two different colored eyes.
Oh, look. Oh, that one looks so cool.
It's large, but we'll look at the pictures later.
Yeah, we got to look at it going, we cool little motherfucker.
Uh,
Wow, look at this. Oh, they got their own couch.
yeah.
It's crazy to me because, like, I'm looking at all these dogs that are for adoption. The way that people just give their dogs up for adoption is so sad.
Well,
I
some of
know,
them
that's
may
why I'm
move
worried
and you
about
can't take them with
dying.
you.
I
There's so
There's
many
a
know.
restrictions out there when you move into a place.
I know.
she's kind of big too, isn't she?
Yeah.
Ah, look at the one
Oh,
beside
look
it.
at that.
That's
They're
the one
giving
I would want.
kisses. I see. I'd like that. I'd like that old curly headed little motherfucker.
Man, there's so many dogs. There's another one with two different colored eyes. That's
Yeah.
weird.
What in the fuck? Is that one of the criteria to be adopted from
Maybe.
Look at the babies. Oh, all they want is a forever home. I don't know.
Oh,
When
here's
I
a
was
small
thrown
dog.
out, I
King
just,
Louie.
oh, Louie.
What up, Louie?
He's a juvenile. It says he's
Oh,
3 months old, neutered, up to date, microchipped. Volunteers are still learning about me. But if you wait for 3 months, he'll only be 260. But you know what? I bet if you said, you know what, I don't have that, but I have this, you could probably get the 260.
yeah.
Because don't you think they want to get rid of their puppies?
Yeah.
You would think they'd want to, but I tell you what, they're pretty strict with the motherfucking prices. They really
Yeah.
My
are.
cats would not, I
You
don't
know
even know
why?
what
Because
they
they
would
don't want to
do.
give the dog to a poor person who can't afford the dog.
I see.
And if you get a puppy in the state of Massachusetts, you have to go to a school for temperament school, which is
That's a good
fucked up.
idea, though. I mean, it's a hassle, but it's a good idea for people who, because the problem that happens here and why they say don't put your dogs free on Craigslist because the
People buy them to eat them.
they buy them to do medical testing on or to fight or to train their dogs to fight.
Oh God.
I
And
To
they
fight?
can't
and it's
stand
that's
that
the
shit. I
saddest
couldn't
fucking
even
thing
go to
ever.
a
If y'all have
cockfight.
ever seen a dog fight, how they do that, they have some little know nothing dog that they use as bait, and they put the bait dog between the two mean dogs for something to fight over, but they don't protect the bait dog. So that dog
Oh
is
my
usually
god.
killed.
I used to go
And
to crack houses in Worcester, and there'd always be dogs, and I'd rescue them. I'd take them right out of the crack houses, and motherfuckers would be nothing but skin and bones. I'd bring them back to health and find them a home.
yeah,
Worcester's
it's
real
pretty
bad
bad
for
what
that
they do
shit.
to them.
Because they
Okay, so
don't
this
feed
is
them,
a
because they want that damn crack shit. I never liked that shit. Tastes nasty. And right after you do it, you're jonesing. You can't never leave. I was like, I don't want to get nothing in back. Give me a good old fashioned fucking line, and I can walk away and have fun with it.
see. They say this one is a medium-sized dog too, but that other one was pretty big. But she
Oh,
looks
look at this
small.
tongue yellow.
She looks small.
They so sweet. I want them all.
Yeah, that's a problem in it.
That's why I don't go out and back, because I'd cry because I feel so guilty for taking one and not taking them all.
I wonder where this place is. Broken Tail Rescue. Let me see. Because they have some cool looking dogs on their site.
You know what? I asked the vet. You'd think the vet would know where I could get me another dog. I said, I'm not gonna. It's gonna kill me tonight to go to sleep with no puppy. And she goes, Tracy, we hardly know of any dogs. And I
That's
said, really?
weird.
She says, no. She says, around here, people take them dogs and they take them for life.
Have you heard of Cambridge, Massachusetts?
Cambridge,
Cambridge.
that's by Boston.
Cambridge, sorry. Well, it says that there's a rescue there, and their site, they do have like some cool looking dogs on it.
Yeah.
This little girl's old. You can tell by her
Oh,
face.
now see that?
Aw,
Oh, now that should be something you'd want, because you'd want to give it its last years.
of course.
You know,
It says 5 years old, but that dog is older than 5 years old.
Yeah.
that looks scared shitless, don't it?
Yeah, poor baby.
That poor thing. See, that's one you'd put in the bed and just me and the cat love all over it.
The
Let's
Yeah, I
medium dogs are not so medium, you know? That looks like a beagle.
this
Oh, that looks like Bo Cephas right there. That one right there looked like Bo Cephas, a dog that I fostered. Do you know that dog ended up in Ohio? Oh, he looks a badass motherfucker. Yeah, I'm gonna get bit with that one. Oh, he looks sassy.
Yep.
I don't mind getting bit. I mean,
Here's a
everybody.
small dog, Luna.
Oh, Luna. Oh, look at them eyes.
Dude, there's the cutest fucking French bulldog in Cambridge for $500.
Oh, wow. That's
Oh,
not bad for a Frenchie.
I know. For a
a
Fuck,
French
French
that's not
bulldog.
bad.
bulldog. What is that? A little dog?
Yeah, it's
It's one of those little dogs that have a real horse
the
bark and they,
designer dogs.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, a designer dog. Huh?
Poor,
Yep.
poor Buds wanted a Frenchie, and then when I got Dinky, he was like, "No, I want him." And oh, he's such a moose,
Oh, I
such
tell
a
you what,
moose.
Brilliant.
Bud's got him a good dog, man.
Oh
That's
my
just gonna be
gosh,
his
yeah,
best friend forever.
yep. Like, and they hit it off so quickly. That's it for the
Bud's
dog.
just got a heart of gold. I know that Buds don't like me for some fucking reason, but it's okay. I still like Buds.
I don't know if he dislikes you. He's never said anything to
Nah, he
me.
don't like me.
You have to see this dog named
I
Kevin. Oh my
thousands
god,
of fucking bugs.
Kevin. Let me pull up Kevin really quick. He's in Cambridge.
He's in Cambridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
I'd
see, a
have to
dog.
take Route 2 instead of Mass Pike to get to Cambridge.
Broken Tail Rescue. Let's
Okay.
see.
Broken Tail Rescue.
Rescue.
Oh, look at them babies. That's a tail.
Kevin.
Rescue. It's in Cambridge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so this is Kevin. Let me see if I can make it shareable.
God, if I had Sam, I'd have a dog right now.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So look at how cute Kevin is.
Oh, he's a bad woman, jammer,
Look
man.
at his little face.
That's
Oh,
adorable.
Kevin.
$800? No, $600?
600.
Holy shit,
That's
Kevin.
insane.
You know what? People can't get rid of dogs here. People aren't responsible. They don't get
That's
their
what you
dogs.
said. Your streets are covered with dogs.
Yeah, it's a big problem here, the stray dogs. So I could fold them up and send you one.
Yep, do it.
I know. I wish you didn't live so far away.
Me too, honey.
I
We could
do.
totally hang out and cause
Oh,
some
we'd have
mayhem.
coffee and smoke some widows and cough and giggle together. Yeah,
Yep.
would be so fucking cool. And we could get old fucking Cecil all fuckered up on gummies. Yeah.
Whoa, Romeo.
Romeo, Romeo, but do me over, do it
I
again.
am gonna put in a box and in a small box, so I have to fold it. I'm gonna
Okay.
fold you a puppy and send it to you.
Fucking stuff the ears in and tuck them fucking legs. We get it, some, get in that goddamn box. She going to tray.
This is actually a dog that's at that
At the Cambridge
days
one?
ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, look how cute he
Hey,
is.
Romeo.
His name's
Oh,
Romeo.
what a lover.
Oh, and he's little too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Oh, he's perfect.
Oh, he got a good bark.
He's like a Westie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him.
Let's go
He's so
back.
fun. He's so
Hey, Romeo.
fun. Look at
Hey,
him.
Romeo.
And
What the
he's
fuck are
got
you
hip
watching there?
dysplasia, but that I don't mind that. Oh, he's a sassy little bastard.
He's following whoever without a leash.
Oh
Yep.
no.
Let me see. That one was oh, that one's only 150.
Oh, we want that one, Tracy.
150?
Yeah.
And he's at Cambridge.
Yeah.
How far is that from you?
Cambridge is about it's a little bit farther than Boston because it's north. It's in between Boston and Gloucester. So I'd say probably about 80, 90 miles away.
That's not bad.
That's not bad, Cecil. If you go at certain times of the hours of the day when the traffic is lax and
Uh-huh.
everybody's at work, yeah,
Yeah.
we can get through there. Cambridge is
Here, Joanne, look at this site. I'm gonna put it in the private. That's the one I was looking at. They have such cute dogs, including Romeo.
You want me to put it on my thingy?
Well, I gave it to you just in case you want to go
I
through their
copied the
dogs.
link. I got the link.
Right
Yeah.
on.
I just copied it and then I put it over here in my new tab. And that one,
Okay.
then I can star this side because I'm on my laptop right now.
Yep.
Yeah, Broken Tail Rescue, and then I'm going to star it in my favorites. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Good job.
Look at you, baby.
Yeah, cause me and the cat cried all night long. I woke up to go upstairs to get Cecil, and tears are pouring down my face. And he looked over, and he was crying too. He was like,
My
and he,
cat does that when I'm not paying attention to her. She pulls my face towards her like I'm not paying.
"Hey,
She's
come
already on the back of
here."
my neck, and it's not quite enough for her. She wants me to be looking at her.
I know you got so much love, you couldn't even give away them kitties.
You guys, look at
I
this
just
senior dog.
Oh,
He's
look at
so
is
cute.
it Cocker Spaniel?
His name is Tad. I don't know. Let's see. It's a
Oh, that's
poodle.
not
It
a Cocker
says
Spaniel, but
it's a
it's a cool looking
miniature
dog.
poodle.
tongue.
Yeah, because that means some of the teeth are missing.
Yeah, he's missing teeth.
Yeah. He's only 150 as well.
Okay, yeah, 150 is not bad at all.
Yeah. And you can have a nice little road trip.
Yeah. 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 And Cecil wouldn't mind it at all.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I just like that freaking Romeo is my favorite one.
Yeah. Geez. Yeah. And fucking, we're going to stiff one and we're going to fold him up just right and put him in the box.
Whatever works.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
wonder if they have this dog still named Sugar. We're like
Well, you could
D
always
when
call them and tell them that you're coming from out of town
right.
Oh, yeah.
make
I'd give
sure
him
that
the
there's
information
little
and
dogs for you to see for
because it'd take me
150.
about to get through traffic and everything, get to Cambridge, it'd take me about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get there, believe it or not.
Yeah.
That's how fucking congested our fucking roads are now.
Damn.
No, it's bad. It's like LA around here.
I believe it. I mean, looking at the map, it does look like a very small state.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can fit Connecticut and Rhode Island in our state. I mean,
Yeah.
but we per square miles, we've got a lot of people. Unless you get out here.
Hey,
Hey, Smoke.
Rosin. What up? Hey, I want to let everybody know before I forget. Hammy May, I think he's planning on doing a stream today or tomorrow, and it's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be about a specific topic, and he's gonna review it, and it's gonna be amazing. So everybody make sure to be there.
Right on. What
Well,
time?
you know
I'm
what?
not sure. I'll let you know though.
All right. So why do I keep getting unsubscribed from him?
I don't know. That's weird.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. And I go there and I lurk. Maybe I should start typing in there. So,
And then you won't get unsubscribed.
yeah, because every time I go there, I know it's going to be driving him crazy because he keeps seeing me subscribe to his fucking shit. And it's not my doing. Tammy, I'm not
That's
doing it.
funny.
Fucking, I
Tammy, it's
swear.
not Tracy, it's YouTube.
Well, I've got over 1,000 people I subscribe to.
Yeah.
So, when I subscribe, it seems like I lose somebody just to subscribe to somebody else. Play nice.
Sometimes I notice that too.
Yeah, all of a sudden and I'm like, you're taking away my besties.
Right.
I mean, come
My
on, man.
besties. So,
I'm so famous, you'll always be able to find me.
yeah, your channel is very easy to find.
Yeah,
So, I had a like coffee cupcake. It was really good.
You know what? I told y'all when I made a bunch of waffles the other day and froze them.
Yeah.
I could go
Mhm.
have a blueberry waffle or a pecan waffle.
ooh,
Ooh.
or a blueberry
Yeah, I
pecan
did
waffle.
good. Yeah. I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna do it with like pancakes and waffles and stuff like that
They're
to eat
together.
that.
They ain't never
You
gonna
know,
get rid of each other.
he's the only one that like cares as much as he does to like
He
put
fucking
Sam is
loves
always putting
to.
like what's it called?
Well,
Like if you don't break up, I'm not talking to you or whatever.
no,
He
I
always
know. You
says
two play that stupid game.
that.
And you're a spoiled brat.
Yeah, I am.
And he puts up with you.
Yeah. I somehow got somebody to put up with me. What the fuck?
And you're a brat.
I'm a brat, but I'm a nice brat.
Yes, you are.
And also, I don't demand things on others. I just go and get it myself.
Oh, yes, you do.
What do I demand?
You demand to be treated like a fucking princess. Look, it says Life Guru Hamilton unsubscribed. Hamilton, I'm sorry, but I gotta hit the fucking button again.
Subscribe.
He's gonna think I'm batshit fucking crazy doing this to him. And it's not me doing it.
Well, you're gonna not want to miss this one. So
Yeah, but
Don't
why
let-
Hamilton? Fucking Google.
Well, you know why he changed his name to Life Guru? Because yesterday, the
Mhm.
whole day, he's just shoving advice down my throat. You need to do this. You need to eat this. You need to do this. You need to do this. You need to do this. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't stand it. I'm going live. So I went live and he comes in my chat and he starts going, you need to do this. You need to do this. You need to do this. So he's Life Guru.
Hey, Clayton.
You're
Clayton.
happy to see Digger?
I'd be more happy to see Clay. Hey,
Oh,
bud.
yeah.
Hey, bud.
Hey, buds.
Good morning, honey.
You made it just in time because I'm about to end it.
Sam, I wish you was close by me, damn it.
So you could get her a dog.
Yeah.
Except
He
you
had
wouldn't
that
want
little
that.
puppy that
Yeah.
I would have took.
Except for you wouldn't want that because Sam is gonna, next thing you know, he's gonna steal a dog with one of those like chips in it, and then the police are gonna end up at your door.
And I'll just say I found it on the road. Thank God you came to me before I went
Yes.
to you.
Yes, yes.
I have no idea.
Thank
It
God
just
you
showed
saved
up.
this puppy before I had to keep it forever.
That's right. I had to save it.
How funny.
Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream. Thanks
All
for
right,
coming
I
up.
love you.
Love you.
guys.
All right.
Oh,
bye, guys.
Joanne, you got to
What?
call my welfare number because the iPhone's not working at all as far as getting in touch with me.
You
Call
know
her
my number,
Obama
right?
phone.
You still have it?
I got your number.
All right. Shoot
So
me a
I'll
text.
text you off the Obama phone so you'll
Yeah, so I'll
know
have
it's
the
me.
number.
It'll be a 413 number.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, love you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks,
Love
guys.
you. Bye.
Thank you.